And we are live. Okay, so up there, Dobie? Already ready for the Vikings versus the Bears on Monday Night Football. First Monday Night Football of the NFL season. Finally here, I'm tempering my expectations. It's definitely going to be quite a journey for them to master this offense. So it won't be overnight sensation. Exactly like I said, just be happy with any kind of success. I'm still picking the Bears to win because I think your defense is going to be really good. And it's also J.J. McCarthy's first game. Um, It's up to the Bears defense to keep the game closer while the offense is still learning. Oh no, Jalen Johnson and Spidey. Wait, both of them are out? Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon are out. That's crazy. Looks like I'm going 7-9 this week in picks when the Bears lose. Hopefully somebody steps up, but I'm not hopeful with the backup DBs. I did not know that Jalen Johnson and really they're both out. That's kind of crazy. Hold a second. Kickoff's underway, and it's going to be back at the 1 yard line, taking them to 10, 15, and up to 20, up to 25, breaks the tackle. Down the 25-yard line is where the Minnesota Vikings are going to start. Let's see. Where did it say that? I was trying to see where it said that. Yeah, it sucks if both of them are out. Just got the word on that. Okay. All right, JJ McCarthy under center. First down and 10. This is a revamped offensive line for the Vikings. Interested to see this revamped offensive line and also the Bears offensive line. Checking the line. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Going to be a toss-up to the right who's got some room. And great job. Oh, 44 could not handle on there. Stevenson takes him down, but he does help back up. So like I said, no kind of problem at all. Like I said, Stevenson tried to hold himself up. So nice gain, about 2 yards there. What depends on where they spot him. Looks like they're going to give him about 1.5 yards. So yeah, second down and 8. Very interested to see also the GOAT, Adam Thielen, on this new look team. JJ McCarthy under center, still 2 tight end set. Second down and 7, so actually getting 3 there. Like a 3-2, barely snap off. Play action pass. JJ McCarthy dumps it off as we tied in number 84. Oh my gosh. Stiff arm Edmonds. Still got about 3-4 yards there. I'll say about third down and about 3. Two of our top 3 DBs paying. Number 44 is Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell, oh man. I remember back, this was probably 3 years ago. I thought Noah Sewell was going to be the best linebacker in the draft class, and then as the season progressed, I was like, no. I was like, I don't know about that. But initially, I was super high on Noah Sewell from Oregon. All right, so third down and 2. JJ McCarthy drops back to pass, getting some pressure, and almost gets sacked. And he does going to get sacked. And he's going to get sacked for about 1 yard loss. That's a nice little. I think that's going to be Dexter. Who's that? Number 50. Who's number 50? I'm trying to remember names. Is that Grady Jarrett? Let's see. Well, he kind of gets a little bit of cleanup. I would say it's more so Dexter. Okay, so it's more so Dexter. Dexter gets a sack. Hey, look, there we go. Look, defensive 3 and out. Feeling pretty good. Like I said, your defense. I expect your defense to hold him in the game. I'm pretty sure I had 24-20 or 23-20 as the final score. Going to be caught at the 15, almost fumbled, up to the 25, up to the 30, up to the 35, and cuts back in, down to the 39-yard line, and that's where the Bears are going to start. Duvernay with the return. 12:45 to go in the first quarter, and Caleb Williams is going to get his first shot. So, like I said, Dobie, let's see how the Bears' new look offensive line is going to look. New look offensive line. But how the offensive line is going to look. I also want to see how the interior for the Vikings looks. Caleb Williams in the shotgun formation with DeAndre Swift to his right. Caleb going to send number 14 to motion, drops back to pass. He's got time, rolls it to his right, throws a little bit on the run, and caught. And that's going to be DeAndre Swift for about a 3-yard gain. So second down 7. 50 is Garrett, yep. Yeah, Javon Dexter with the sack, exactly. Florida Gator. In his, is it third year or second year? I think it's third year, right? Can't remember. But yeah, Javon Dexter, he's had a pretty good role for you the last. I'm pretty sure he's entering his third year. Caleb Williams under center, going to be a play action pass. Is getting a little bit of pressure. And ooh, nice little move there by Caleb Williams, and then a nice little pass to Swift, who makes a man miss and gets up to the 50-yard line for a first down. I mean, Caleb Williams showing a little bit of a looseness right there. I mean, who was that? Gennard? I think that was a Gennard. Yeah. First of all, you have. I mean, that's just bad. You have Gennard on tight end commit, but just floats it to Smith, who makes a man miss. Is that Murphy? Yep, he makes Murphy miss, and then he gets the first down. So first down 10 for the 50-yard line. Caleb Williams on the center. Got 2 tight ends to the left. And Smith in the backfield. Going to be a toss to him, who's going to try the right side and get about 4 yards. So nice gain there, 4 yards. Second down 6. Ivan Pace Jr. from Cincinnati with the tackle. Loved Ivan Pace coming out. Was very surprised he was a undrafted pick. I mean, as far as like the best blitzing linebackers, like pass rushing linebackers, interior linebackers, I've seen, like, he's up there. And the fact that he was an undrafted free agent, that is still surprising me to this day. I was like, maybe like a 4th or 5th round pick, but I did not see him falling that far. Second down 6, 10:50 left to go in the first quarter. Going to send number 10 in motion over to the left. Caleb Williams drops back to pass. He's got time, and they're just going to dump it off over the middle. And that's a nice cut there. And that is, who is number 25? I'm trying to remember who some people's names are. Is that Kyle Monungai? Let's freaking go. Kyle Monungai with a nice little reception for about 10 yards there. It's going to be first down 10. Look at Kyle Monungai. Rookie from Rutgers. Small little dude, but absolutely packs a punch. All right, Caleb Wood drops back to pass. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught, and that is going to be... Who is that? Is that DJ Moore? Yes, it is. DJ Moore for about a 5-yard gain. So far, the Bears are moving on down the field. Under 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Second down and about 6, maybe 5, depends on where they put it. Blake Cashman with the tackle. All right, Caleb Williams under center. Going to be Cole Kmet in as fullback and Smith in the backfield. Going to send 10 into motion over to the right. Going to be a handoff who's going to, unfortunately, only get back to the line of scrimmage because Jonah Jackson got beat by Jonathan Grenard. Sorry. Jonathan Grenard beats him there. Make it third down and 5, 9:20 left to go in the first quarter. It's also good by Grenard, too. Basically, he fakes it going inside, then goes outside to basically kind of like almost makeshift a way that he can be able to get around Jonah Jackson. So, third down and 5, 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Bears are within scoring position. From the 30. Shotgun formation with DeAndre Swift to his right, and they have to call a timeout. Play clock was winding all the way down, had to call a timeout. Yes, it is a big third down. I mean, even if you have to settle for a field goal, I mean, you're driving down the field, you're up a score, your defense got a 3 and out. So, right now, I mean, you should be feeling pretty good. It's 8:50 left to go. You've got a nice little complement of, pass and some run. So, I mean, I would be really, really happy with what I'm looking at right now. They're showing up but the different defensive lines will shuffle. Like I said, the improved interior is definitely showing up right now. Still a little bit concerned about your tackles, but for the most part, I really like your offensive line. Especially if they continue to develop. So, third down and 5, 8:50 left to go in the first quarter. Looks like we got Caleb Williams in the shotgun formation. Quick snap, drops back to pass, and is getting a little bit of pressure. Rolls up to his right, is getting pressured, and is going to throw, and it's going to be caught. Oh my gosh, to Roma Dunze. How did he catch that? That was an absolute bullet by Caleb Williams. Let's make sure you got both feet down, and let's see here. That looks like it. I say it's a catch. I say it's a catch by Roma Dunze. That's amazing. First down 10 from about the 13-yard line. Caleb Williams throws, has been caught, and that's going to be number 14. Makes a man miss, but unfortunately is going to fall down. But it's going to be gained about 6 yards there, second down and 4. I know Roman Dunze, love Roman Dunze coming out of Washington. I thought him and Caleb Williams being taken in the top 10 together. Obviously, the rookie year didn't work out the best, but I think it's going to be really good this year. I'm hoping for like a little sophomore, little breakout year for both of them. So, we got second down and 3. Got 3 tight end set. No, actually, there's still a 2 tight end set. Caleb Williams under center with Swift in the backfield. And there's a stoppage. It's second down and 3. And Minnesota calls timeout. Okay. So Minnesota calls timeout. 7:52 remaining in the first quarter. Second down and 3. 14's Zacchaeus, that's right. Keep on forgetting he's a Bear now. One of 3 teams without opening with a touchdown drive. That's kind of interesting. So, second down and 3. 7:52 left to go in the first. $27 points in the first quarter. The whole entire season. Goodness gracious. That is a terrible stat line. From the 7-yard line, Caleb Williams under center. Going to send Cole Kmet into motion up to the right. Going to be a handoff to Swift, who is going to lose about 2 yards. And it's going to be third down and 5. Great job there by, who is number 50? Don't know who number 50 is. But nice pressure by the interior, able to get in the backfield. See, Dallas Turner's on the left, but who's number 50? Because 50 is the real one who got, like, actual pressure. They showed the wrong guy. Is that Robert? I don't know who that is. But amazing play by number 50. So, third down 6, actually, from about the 9-yard line. Caleb Williams in the shotgun formation. Swift to his right. Drops back to pass. He's getting some pressure. Stays in the pocket. Now rolls up to his left. He's got room. He's going to try for the end zone. And he's going to get in for the end zone. That's going to be Caleb Williams' first touchdown of the 2025 season. And the Dallas, goodness gracious. And the Chicago Bears lead 6-0. Extra point coming, and that's going to make it 7-0 with 7:04 left to go in the first quarter. Dobie, you got to be happy about that drive. That's crazy. Like I said, you got 3 and out, and then you drive all the way down the field. Like I said, about 5:40 off the clock. Long, sustained drive. That's the perfect way for you to be able to set up your defense in a good spot. Not only did they have a 3 and out, but now they're up, 7-0. Like I said, you should be looking pretty good right now. Kick is up, and kick is good. So it is 7-0, 7:04. Let's go to the first quarter, and we're going to go to commercial break. So, Dobie, how do you feel? Let's see. I almost got Caleb Williams this year too, but I was like, no, I'm gonna hold off. I do. I'm still happy where I am. Hold on a second. I'm excited. Like I said, I would be excited too. I mean, all off season, it was like kind of like, well, Caleb Williams kind of struggled with the offense a little bit, and then it kind of not showing that way. Great start, but they got to keep it up. Exactly. Ryan, what is the largest land-linked country in Africa for trivia? What's the largest land-linked country? Length. It's not. Is it Egypt? No. I guess it would either be Egypt or I'm trying to think of like long ways. I'm trying to think of like an extended. Uh, I don't know, Josh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming Egypt. Egypt is my guess. Landlocked. Oh, landlocked. Oh, landlocked. Mm, Ethiopia isn't. Is Chad? Is Chad landlocked? I'm trying to remember where Chad is. I can't remember. Glad to see Williams playing well. He was my favorite quarterback in the 2024 draft class, obviously. And I don't like the hate most people have for him. Yeah, I think it gets a little bit overblown. To be honest, I think it gets a little bit overblown for uh, Caleb Williams. Because you had a lot of people who were like, you had some people who were like celebrating the fact that he was crying with his mom, like that I found despicable. Like he had a private moment with his mom, and then people were like, oh, he's crying with his mom. Ugh, couldn't be my quarterback, like that kind of stuff, and it's just dumb, 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 dumb. It's Chad apparently. Let's freaking go. I know it was landlocked. Like when you said land length, I was like length. So I had it right. Chad, let's freaking go. I think it used to be Sudan, and so they split up in two countries. That's fair. You have North and South Sudan. And a nice little kick drops at the 5 yard line, return to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and absolutely clobbered. And who is that? Number 92 with a great hit. It's going to be first down 10 by the 23-yard line for the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, Manuel. I was hating all that. I was hating all that hate he was getting. Most first round picks get more hate than they deserve. I think that kind of like carries on with it too. Like, not only is it a first overall pick, so like a lot of people are like, "Well, no, my quarterback should have gone first overall," but I guess he's gonna go Caleb Williams. So like, there's always that kind of thing. Unless you're like Cam Ward. Like Cam Ward hasn't got a lot of hate, but I think that's because a lot of people just hated Shadur. And it's going to be thrown behind the line of scrimmage to Justin Jefferson, who's going to get about 4 yards, second down 6. But yeah, I mean, I think Cam Ward is literally the only one that I can think of that like did not get a lot of hate coming out of college because everyone hated the presumed second quarterback that was going to be taken, and that wasn't the case. So go figure there. So 4 yard gain, second down 6. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Stevenson is lined up on Justin Jefferson. J.J. McCarthy under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. Going to be handed to Aaron Jones, who's going to basically get about a yard. It's going to be third down and 5. Which quarterback holds the highest Super Bowl completion percentage record? I would say it's more than likely either Joe Montana or Steve Young. I'm thinking either Steve Young in 1995 Super Bowl when they absolutely destroyed the Chargers, or I'm thinking Joe Montana against the Broncos when they absolutely destroyed John Elway like 55-19 or something like that. So one of the two. So third down and 4. J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And he gets some pressure. He's going to be sacked. Oh, he escapes a sack, but then he falls. Oh, JJ. He got out of the sack. He literally got out of the sack, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then he did like a front flip. He did like a front flip. Sims. Oh, that's a good one too. Phil Sims for the Giants. I mean, like I said, J.J. McCarthy, he escapes and he does like a little barrel roll. So 4th and 6, and then guess what? I mean, it's another 3 and out for the Minnesota Vikings. Kick is away, and it is going to be returned at about the 18-yard line. Going to go to the right, and they're going to cut back and going to get basically up to the 25-yard line, but still nice little return there. It's going to be first down 10 for the Chicago Bears with 4:51 left to go in the first. Let's see here. A lot of people dog on him because of his personality, the crying, the nails, the phone case. It's like those guys forget he's 21 and more fame than most people alive. Sometimes are bound to rise. That's what I'm saying. Because like it's also the fact that you know I get it that maybe he's not the kind of quarterback that you're used to, but it's not like by that term, like any player that is not how you define a player should be, you're just not going to root for them, even if like they're part of your team. Like, I mean, Caleb Williams isn't even close to like level of Rodman, but then like some Chicago fans were just like, "Oh, well, we can't have Caleb Williams," and I'm like, "You had Rodman, and Rodman was crazy. Not like the eccentric type. He was still that, but he also was a little bit crazy. So at that part, I don't understand. I don't really get the I don't want him to be my quarterback. Um, Phil Simms went 21 for 25 in the Giants for a Super Bowl. Was that 1984 or was that earlier? He had 80. He had 80. No, that would have been like 88. Also, hello, Doe, because of Jarrett and my personal disdain for the rest of the NFC North, I'll give a quick go Bears. Y'all have won me over for game one. Uh, yeah, I cry. I'm almost 40. I get it. Like I said, it's one of those things where it just shouldn't be really a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Dennis Rodman. Oh, you delete that one. Yeah, like I said, if the person is a good player, then eventually the fan base is going to come around. Like I feel like that's pretty. They're showing Super Bowl Bears versus Patriots. Like if the person is good, like the fan base is going to come around. So if Caleb Williams like turns out to be good this year, there's gonna be a lot of people who were like the same as the people who were like, we don't want him as quarterback. Is like, oh, I knew all along. I wanted Caleb Williams. So you're gonna have that. 1986. Okay, so 1986 season for the Giants. All right, so first down 10, 4:51 left to go in the first. Green Bay, goodness gracious, sorry about that. Chicago leading 7-0. Jalen Hurts, really? Jalen Hurts that's surprising. All right, so Caleb Williams drops back to pass, a little play action pass, and nice little dump off to Swift, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offensive line has done a really good job as far as containing this pass rush. I mean, Caleb Williams doing really good as far as like not being afraid in the pocket. He's done like some move to kind of like help his offensive line out. Like I said, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Caleb right now. Like not being very skittish in the pocket, being very confident because he knows he has that help up front. Like this is really good for Caleb. Looks really good for Caleb. So second down 10. Siri could hear me, LOL. All right, so from the 25-yard line, trips to the left, shotgun formation. Caleb Williams drops back to pass and is going to avoid the pressure, steps up in the pocket, runs up to the 30, up to the 35, up to the 40. Oh, actually going to slide to the 39-yard line. Great job of Caleb Williams there, but like I said, Caleb has done an amazing job as far as like avoiding pressure. Not only setting up his blockers, but then setting up run lanes right there. So steps up, steps back, and basically helps his offensive line out. And like I said, gets the first down. Caleb is playing really, really well. He's playing really, really well. All right, so far he's 7 for 7, 52 yards, and 21 rushing yards. 3:25 left to go in the first. Caleb Williams under center. Going to be handoff to, is that DJ Moore as a running back? Yes, it is. So, okay, so DJ Moore gets about 5 yards in the carry there. Second down and 5. I can't prove it, but I heard that the Notre Dame game he cried during was the game that knocked USC out of the championship. It was on the college football playoff. It was. It was his last year of the college football, and he wouldn't get a shot in the Natty. I sure would cry. Yeah, exactly. I said that's it. It was during the time because USC had lost earlier. They lost. I can't remember who they lost to early. Might have been like Utah. He lost to Notre Dame, and it was pretty much over. Unfortunately, it's going to be backing up a little bit. It's going to be second down about 10 because darn all right, false starts. Couldn't hear me. Even Siri messes up when I say words. Yeah. like I said, and it's one of those things where it's like it's understandable. It's understandable that the person is obviously upset, but some people are just weird. I'll put it as that, just weird. Second down 10. Going to send tight end in motion. Caleb Williams with DeAndre Swift to his left. Drops back to pass. He's got time. Rolls out to his left. Throws across the body, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 43. I was about 42-yard line. Is that my boy Colston Loveland? Yes, it is. Colston Loveland getting his first catch of his NFL career. And like I said, I've already won my fantasy, so like I don't really mind, but I'm happy that he's getting a little bit involved. DJ Moore was taking reps at running back the last 2 weeks. Okay, well that makes a little more sense. Makes a little sense why they're actually having him run. I mean, I like it. That's also a great catch by Loveland. Going to be a throw out to Roman Dunze. A really bad pass. By Caleb Williams. It's behind. It's low. It's supposed to be a screen. And basically has no kind of chance after that. So it's 4th down, and the Bears are going to have to punt the ball away. That's how decimated with injury the running back room has been. That's pretty fair. All I know is that the 2024 class will be one of the best quarterback classes of all time. I felt that in my bones. Exact JJ McCarthy. I'm still out on him. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to remember exactly what I had as my tier ones, like right out the gate, I had Caleb Williams, and like tier ones are the people who I'm like they're either going to be really good in the first year, or they're going to develop into superstars. Like that's how I feel like for tier one. So I had Caleb Williams, and obviously I had Jaden Daniels because I was higher on Jaden Daniels than I was on Drake May. Drake May I had it at 3 because I was like he needs to develop a little bit more, so I wanted to sit for a year. Then I have Bo Nix, who Bo Nix I said could start, but Bo Nix didn't have the ceiling of Drake May. But I still believed in Bo Nix, and I wanted Bo Nix to succeed too because like I've loved Bo Nix when he was at Auburn, and it sucked that he had to leave, but I get why he had to leave, and he actually got better when he left. So I like same thing for like some Bama fans towards Jalen Hurts when he left, he got better when he went to Oklahoma, which helped him out in his career. Like I said, it's one of those things where like it sucks that he had to leave, but I understand why he had to leave because there was also a whole bunch of talks that was happening in Auburn at the time, anyways. But and so I wanted Bo Nix to succeed because I felt like he had obviously played a lot, still had a pretty good arm, still had good mobility as well. Could be a very solid option, and like I said, could be a franchise quarterback, but not going to be like somebody who just like completely elevates a whole entire team. But like, he's still going to need some kind of help. And him going with Sean Payton was a perfect pairing. Michael Penix, I was skeptical about. I said it's going to take him a little bit of time to develop, mainly because the fact that I was very concerned about his injury history and how is that going to affect him. He had a great deep ball, but like sometimes he made some very dumb decisions, and you see that every now and then in the NFL. And then JJ McCarthy, I was like, he is an absolute project, but if he's put in the right situation, like Minnesota, then he has options to be able to succeed because of the fact he has a whole bunch of weapons around him. Like legitimately, he has when Jordan Addison comes back, you have probably definitely top 3 duos in the NFL. You got one of the top 5 best tight ends, you could say, and you have an amazing running back in Aaron Jones, who's still in 12 of his career, but you still will more than likely go after a running back in the next a year or so. So, it's definitely going to be going down as possibly if we start to see some more success coming from these quarterbacks. There's a chance this could be one of the best, but still way too early to decide on this 2024 draft class. Right now, it's still have to be compared to the 2020 draft class, which is still loaded as well. So, first down 10 from the 19-yard line. JJ McCarthy under center. Going to send JJ Jettis off to the right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Mason, the acquisition in the offseason. Gets about 6 yards there. It's going to be second down and 4. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Second down and 4. It's a nice little toss. And Adam Thielen getting a little bit of block. Like I said, I just want him to do well. I'm happy he's back where it all started. Nice little retirement tour. J.J. McCarthy under center, going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason, who's going to get the first down and down to the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for Minnesota. Missing you at trivia, Ryan. I appreciate it, Luke. I'll help any way that I can. I cannot believe how high I was on. I was one Penix even before we drafted him. I thoroughly thought he was the second, third best quarterback really in that class. Okay. I would have loved him in any universe other than this one. Yeah, like I said, I still believe that Penix will be good, especially with having Drake London, still having a good offensive line in front of him. Though injury concerns this year is kind of a little bit concerning for me, and the fact too of your center situation. But I'm hopeful for him because I like I said. I'm hopeful for Bryce as well. So I'm hoping that Bryce and Michael Penix can have like a long, storied rivalry. That would be nice. I would like to have like those kind of rivalries once again, kind of have how you had with Matt Ryan and Cam Newton, and then also Matt Ryan and Drew Brees and Cam Newton and Drew Brees. Like I said, all those rivalries from 2011 to 2017. So that was like when the NFC South had all the time you had really not only did you have great wide receivers for pretty much every single team, except for the Panthers, to tell the truth, but you also had really good rivals with really good dynamic quarterbacks that all brought something different. So I'm hoping that we can get back to that, but I'm trying not to overreact to week 1 and watching the game over again. Obviously, the forced pick that Bryce threw to Xavier Legette it's like it says pop up and then it gets picked, but it's just more of he shouldn't have tried to force it in. One of them is the other one was a bad pick, and then just some bad decision makings. We had opportunities and we just kind of let them go away. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Like I said, I didn't get to watch it in real time. But there needs to be a lot that needs to be cleaned up against the Cardinals. And if you go 0-2, then we are almost you have to win against the Falcons in week 3. If we lose against the Cardinals, we have to beat the Falcons. Let's see. I love seeing divisional rivalries. Exactly, I said that's the reason why you love the NFL, and the reason why I think it's important to keep the structure of the playoffs as is, because playoff football is so important. It's so important. That's the reason why, conference games in college are so important, because you screw up one game and that can ruin your chances of potentially making the playoff or making the SEC championship game. So it's one of those things where it builds up over time. First down 10, J.J. McCarthy, going to be from the 30-yard line. Going to go in shotgun, actually going to empty set. Going to drop back to pass. Got some time, got plenty of time, takes a deep shot, and it's going to be incomplete. And yes, Wright is going to be called for the pass interference on Aaron Jones. That's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Divisional games are the best. So much can and will happen. Exactly, as I said, it's pretty unpredictable. It's just 1 week. Bryce will get better. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think that a lot of people want to overreact, which is what happens every single time week 1. You can never really know a team until you get to week 5, but it's one of those things where I've always said that if you start the season really, really slow, especially 0-2 or heck 0-3, you're pretty much fighting for your life for the rest of the season, where if you lose a game in November and you're now you're not one, but you're you have 6 losses already, you're crap, I this is it. If we lose one more game, we're almost surely out of it. It's one of those things where I'm just hoping we don't get to that situation. So from the 27-yard line, first down 10, JJ McCarthy drops back to pass, is going to roll, and is going to get the first down, and yep, he gets the first down at the 16-yard line, and first down 10 for the Vikings. Vikings are making a little bit of a run here. As much as I wish the NFC South could be the Falcons' playground, I'm sure Bryce Young will figure it out this year. I remember people saying the Panthers should trade him for 2/3 last offseason. LOL. Yeah, that one was crazy because like the fact of like, no, you invested so much into one player, you kind of have to play it out. Like you kind of have to play it out at that point. But it definitely helps that Bryce played the way he did at the second half of that season. Nice run there by George Mason. George Mason. It's Jordan Mason. Sorry, for about a 5-yard gain, second down and 5. On the replay, he barely touched the receiver. It's more about the fact that the defender didn't turn his back, and also technically Aaron Jones fell. So Aaron Jones kind of sold it, but the fact that he didn't turn around makes it seem like he wasn't even making a play for it, and he touched him, but Aaron Jones made it seem like he was pushing him. So it's kind of a sell by Aaron Jones, but also you got to turn your head around. Going to be handoff to Jordan Mason, who's going to get stonewalled for about a 2-yard loss. Great job by the I'm about to say Packers. Don't say Packers. By the Bears. 13:25. Let's go to the second quarter, and it's going to be third down about 7. The leash for QBs is so short. I don't know how the good ones ever develop. C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels have ruined people's ideas of good rookie quarterback. I think it's that, and it's also like, okay, so also I'll talk about it after this, but I'll talk about Mahomes. Third down 8 from the 14-yard line. JJ McCarthy, shotgun formation, trips to the right, drops back to pass. He's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be, no, he's going to say incomplete. Incomplete, so 4th and 8, and the Vikings are going to kick a field goal. But, like I said, I would say Mahomes definitely didn't help either, because let's think about this for Mahomes. Yes, Mahomes sat for a year. And then, it was an incomplete pass. And then, after sitting for a year, immediately starts and takes the Chiefs on a little bit of a run. They go to the AFC Championship game his first year starting, and in the second year starting, they win the Super Bowl. And then they go on their run. Like, that's another reason why. So, like, that whole entire narrative that kind of ticked me off a little bit was that a lot of people were saying that, if you don't win a Super Bowl within your quarterback's rookie season, you're never going to win. I'm like, where is this coming from? This is the kind of blasphemy. Like, yes, when you have your rookie quarterback on a rookie deal, you can be able to build up your team, but it's not saying you're never going to make a Super Bowl because you didn't make it within the rookie contract. But that was a huge thing people were talking about, like, 3 or 4 years ago. Still kind of talk about it. Some people still talk about it now. But it's like, no, like, that's not how it works. It works as far as building up your team, sure. But as far as, being the only way that you can build a team, no. But he grabbed the DB. Yeah, like I said, I agree, kind of grabbed the DB, but it's more so like, Aaron Jones kind of flopped. So it's make sure a flop, and also the defender not turning around. And it's going to be like a telltale sign for refs to kind of call. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks that way. I wish we had so many replays you get it right. Well, that went right through his hands. Yeah, it went right through his hands. So, but it's gonna be 7-3. I'm gonna go to commercial break to talk about the Green Bay Packers versus the Commanders. Excited for that Thursday night football game. Should be a doozy. What is this? Oh, it's the progression commercial. The trying to be like your parents. All right, so let's see here. What is Caleb Williams done so far? It's like so far he's had a pretty good day. So we have like 12:48 left to go to the second quarter. That's weird. Let's see here. JJ McCarthy, 1 for 2 for 5 yards. Well, you're not gonna win there. And then Caleb Williams 9 for 9 for 56 yards and has 2 rushes for 21 yards and a touchdown. So pretty decent so far. Pretty good. Did I see Josh McCown on the Viking sideline? Yes, he is on the Viking sideline. He was there last year after the whole Panther debacle in 2023. He joined the Vikings on their staff to help develop their quarterback. So yeah, I'm not that I don't like Josh McCown, but there was a lot of stuff that happened in that 2023 season of a lot of rumors of what happened behind the scenes and a lot of the backstabbing by coaches in 2023, which I'm kind of getting into right now while I'm making the Panthers video, or like writing the script for the Panthers video. And it is definitely very, very messy. Try to figure out which one is rumor and which one's true. There is a flag on this return. He gets up to about 35-yard line, so it depends on what the flag is going to be. Probably going to be on the Bears. Oh no, Will Reichard scored a field goal. My fantasy lead gets cut to 55. Oh, the humanity! It is kind of crazy. I thought he was with you guys last year. No, he was with us with Frank Reich, which was the 2023 season. So you had Thomas Brown, who was the offense coordinator, then became the offense coordinator for the Bears after they let go of what's his face from Seattle, and then he left because he was a quarterbacks coach. So Josh McCown was a quarterbacks coach. Said in the 2023 offseason like that they wanted to have C.J. Stroud. And so that's where it caused a lot of problems within the fan base, and especially in the building. And it's a whole situation that I had to go into detail with. So, anyways, first down 10 from the 39-yard line. Got all day to throw, and there's a nice little dime to DJ Moore up to the 40, and great stiff arm 35 cuts back and lays down to the 31-yard line. First down 10 for the Chicago Bears, and Caleb Williams is looking amazing out there, 10 for 10. I mean, to be fair, it helps when your offensive line has been doing an amazing job as far as like locking down. I mean, Byron Murphy, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing? I mean, absolute rocket. Absolute rocket. All right, so from about the 31.5 yard line, you got Caleb Williams under center, Swift in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to him, off to the left side, cuts it back right, and gets about 2. So, second down 8, 11:40. You have 11:40 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-3. Yeah, so it is a huge game. It's a DJ Moore's had a pretty good game so far. Caleb Williams had a pretty good game so far. Let's see if it continues. So second down and 9, but it's like 8.5. Caleb Williams in shotgun formation with Swift to his left. Going to send DJ Moore in the motion over to the right. And that's going to be a legal shift. A legal shift on DJ Moore. O-line much better than last year this far. Exactly, especially like the interior. Interior has been amazing for y'all. Yeah, legal shift by DJ Moore. He comes in motion, and then, like I said, you make forward progress before the ball snap. That's going to be a legal motion. So, got to be, second down and... What is it? Second down and what? I'm trying to remember where they were for. Second and 14. So, second and 14. Yeah, because it was second and 9. That's right. So, Caleb wins the shotgun formation with Swift to his left. Drops back to pass. And is getting a little pressure. Avoids the pressure. Goes out to his left. Rolls out to his left. Avoids the pressure once again. Spin moves. And oh my gosh, just embarrassed Byron Murphy. All the way up to the 28-yard line. And that's a nice gain of about 7 yards. Make that 3rd and 7. Caleb, show him how it's done. I mean, just absolutely a nice little spin move on Byron Murphy. Like I said, he's calm, cool, collective. He's been playing really good. Like I said, sidesteps Ivan Pace Jr., avoids the pressure once again, and then spin moves. Like I said, he's been playing really, really well. And a false start on the right side. what does Siri say? I put thus and it changed it to this once I press send. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes autocorrect you gotta like watch yourself. Uh, I really hope Ben Johnson fixes the offense issues. Dub Bears would be such a fun team to watch if he fixes it. Roma Dunze was my favorite wide receiver in the 2024 draft class, just on vibes. Love seeing him play. Like I said, he's an absolute stud. And right now, like I said, he's had like about two good catches, and then DJ Moore's been playing really well too. So far, I think the weapons have been looking pretty good, but Caleb Wood's been the one who's been kind of tearing it up so far. Third down to 11. Going to get the ball off to DeAndre Swift, who almost gets a first down, but it's about 2 yards short. 4th and 2. If I'm the Bears, I go for it. Yeah, go for it, Ben. Show that little Lions mentality of not going to back down. So 9:20 left to go in the second quarter. It's 7-3. 4th and about 2.5 for the Bears. Let's see if the Bears can get it. All right, play clock's at 11. Gotta hurry up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and a timeout is called by the Bears. Yeah, they got into the play call really, really late, so I was kind of like surprised when it was like 11 seconds left on the play clock and they hadn't even broke yet. I was like, how about that? And as we love the terrible ESPN graphics, and they're doing Ben Johnson as Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh boy, they are going for it. Like I said, I don't mind it. I would definitely say go for it. Last playoff win was 2010. Oof. 2018 could have been a playoff win. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. 8:59 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-3. Caleb Williams going to be in. Is it going to be empty set? Yep, empty set. Quick pass. And throws across the middle. It's be incomplete. Try to get to DJ Moore or Roman Dunze. Threw kind of in between both of them. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Kind of a wild play call there. And I see kind of poor execution. So the first incompletion is on 4th down. And I don't know. I'm assuming he's going to go for DJ Moore, but way off target. And 8:55 would go in the second quarter. Still 7-3, and the Vikings are going to take over. I remember the Brett Coleman video breakdown on a Dunze titled "All Throws Lead to Rome." Yep, I can't even lie. That's actually tough. It is actually tough. Hope they use that in the broadcast someday. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually also excited too to see how Brett can continue working with the Chargers and just kind of see how that goes. Because honestly, that is a good little gateway to be able to get into working directly with the NFL and just like see what kind of opportunities he gets. I mean, if I am the Chargers. And Zoe brought this up too. Zoe brought this up on the Friday game. Why did the Chargers not try to get Brett to potentially do like on Bootleg Football Podcast do the Chargers game? Like, I get if it's maybe like a NFL thing. They're like, well, we want to get like the bigger YouTubers, but like. He's associated with the Chargers, so that's what I don't understand why he wasn't on. I mean, maybe they were like, oh, he's going to show favoritism, I guess. But, I mean, you got Troy Aikman who does the Cowboys all the time. So, like, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I really do like Roma Dunze. I hope he kind of continues to grow. He's an absolute stud, like very physical wide receiver, great blocker, and that wide receiver draft class, like I said, if Marvin Harrison Jr. continues to develop, Malik Neighbors as good as he is, Brian Thomas Jr., who I was a little bit lower on, and I've been proven wrong, and I've accepted that I was wrong on him, because I really didn't think he would be doing well against man, because he didn't show that sometimes in college when it was a really good corner he's pressed up against, but he is vastly improved in the NFL, and I'll give him his credit. Like I said, he's been really, really good. So, like I said, that's not even counting Lav McConkey or Does Keon Coleman, who had a really good game, continue to develop? Or Xavier Legette, like that wide receiver draft class could be another, amazing, amazing draft class that we look back on and be like, why did you get one of these players? So, from the 24-yard line, J.J. McCarthy under center, going to give the handoff to Aaron Jones, who gets about a yard. Yeah, Noah Sewell on the coverage, on the pursuit, almost gets him. So, about second down and about 8.5. They're showing the quarterbacks right now from the 2024 draft class. It probably has something to do with the Chargers that pay for the rights to the game. They don't want others getting the right for free. No, I guess that's fair. Second down and 8. 8:25 to go in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy drops back to pass, and his throw is going to be caught, and it's going to be to T.J. Hawkinson up to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be third down and about 4. That and because why deal with the headache of figuring out the legal side when they know something will cover the game for free? Yeah, that's also fair too, because they probably had to work something in a contract. Yeah, yes, that's fair. That's fair, Emmanuel. I didn't even think about that. That's fair. J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation with looks like Aaron Jones to his left. Got everybody at the line. Draws back to pass. Is getting pressure. Throws, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be 4. Ooh, great job by the Bears on a stop right there. It's going to be 4th and 1. Great job there by Edwards and also Noah Sewell. So 4th and 1, 7:25 to go second quarter, and guess what? The Vikings once again have to punt this ball away. Yeah, that's a really great job by the Bears. It's like Edwards, and then Sewell just finishes it up. So 4th and 1. 7 minutes left to go in the second. And the Vikings are going to boot this ball away. Going to be out of bounds, and it's probably going to be close to like the 35-yard line. Depends on where they spot it. It was not the best punt. And when we come back, it'll be 7-3 still. 6:52 left to go in the second. Let's see something. Let's see, what are both franchises talking about? Let's see here. Bears, what are you people saying? The Bears is talking about Bears defense registers its third 3 and out in 4 possessions. Offense takes over, like I said. Vikings running back snap count, you got 11 for Aaron Jones and 7 for Jordan Mason. So doing a nice little, keeping both bodies fresh. Oh, Bill Murray was on the Peyton and Eli podcast. Nice. Let's see here. Talking about them going for on 4th down. That's about it. So not too much for the Bears. Let's see what the Vikings are saying. Anything interesting there? Anything extra that they're saying? Vikings. Also, while we have the AI, I just don't understand NFL. Why are we doing AI in our commercials? It still ticks me off because it's the official NFL commercial. That's what I don't understand. It's the official NFL commercial, and people are going to call you out on it because you have the money. You have the money, and you decide, we're not gonna, we're going to use AI. We're not going to pay somebody for their work. We're just going to use AI. I mean, it's the same. Like I said, it's the same exact thing that Coca-Cola did. Coca-Cola did that 2 or 3 years. No, I say 2 years ago. And they got called out for it because it's like you got all the money in the world because you're the most famous soda company, and instead of paying people to do your commercial, you decide to use AI, and it looks terrible. because it did. It looked terrible. And they're supposed to harken back to an old commercial, supposed to be a callback, and then that's what you decide to do. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Yeah, like I said, it's just dumb. It's just dumb, 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 dumb. I've been punting in my backyard just for fun because the weather is really nice out here. And my goodness, the respect I have for punters for how intense a lot. I can't imagine doing that professionally. That's what I'm saying. Like I help punt a little bit, and yes, it does a little number on your foot for sure. So first down 10 from the 35-yard line. We got an extra big boy, so a little overlaid on the left. Going to be a play action pass actually, and it's going to be batted at the line. Great job there by number 90 to make it second down and 10. It's artificial intelligence because the Lions fan talks about going back to Super Bowls. LOL. That's funny. That's funny. You got that, and then like the Raiders. The Raiders baby is so creepy. It's so creepy. It's that. The Lions one is kind of bad. What's the other one that's kind of bad too? There's one that's pointing out to me, and then you have the Rizzler. You have the Rizzler in your NFL commercial in 2025. Get a little bit of pressure, rolls out, and it's going to be throw on the run. It's probably a hold, and it's going to be incomplete pass. Try to get it to Zacchaeus. I do it in You do it in Crocs? Emmanuel. I don't know about that. But I can only kick it about 20 to 25 yards. So do that like 50, 60 yards with 11, 6'3", 250 barreling towards you. Oof. Yeah. Well, you're doing it with Crocs. So Crocs are probably not the best one to use. But wait. Here's a real question. Are you putting the Crocs in sports mode? If you're putting the Crocs in sports mode, then maybe you get a little bit more oomph to it. But maybe try something a little bit different. But no, especially with the pressure of somebody actually just taking your head off while you're punting. Yeah. Or if it's raining, that's the other thing too. If it's raining, like a wet ball trying to punt that's crazy too. So from the 35-yard line, third down 10, Caleb Williams drops back to pass and is going to step up to the left, trying to avoid the pressure, and he's going to avoid it. Gets to 25, up to 30, up to 35, and gets basically a yard, but he avoids a huge sack. So Caleb Williams once again avoids Jonathan Allen, one who almost got the sack there. And it's going to be fourth down and 8. So Jonathan Allen on Joe Tooney, no less. Like I said, stays there. And then almost, like I said, great job by Caleb Williams by staying up. Avoids the sack. And that would have been the first sack for Jonathan Allen in the Vikings uniform. What's up, Zoe? It's been a good game. It's been more of a defensive battle. It's been 7-3. And it's going to be a punt, and it's going to be return to the 15, up to the 20, and down to about the 23, 24-yard line. So 5:52 left to go in the second quarter, still 7-3, and the Vikings have the ball. I can punt, but I used to play soccer as a kid. I used to play soccer as a kid, too. I used to have a leg, especially for kickball. Do kickball, just boom, just hit that thing. But when we had punter tryouts, I could punt, but the punter that we actually have was this guy. He was how tall was Jacoby? Jacoby was he was 6'4", about 220. He was our tight end, and amazing leg. Would hit 40, 50-yard punts, and could actually direct it. So as a reason why he was the punter. And then I was a long snapper for a little bit, and then they found a guy who was younger than me to be the long snapper for a good long while. So they were like, he'd be the long snapper. I was like, all right. Half and half. Plant foot is normal. Kicking foot is in sports. Okay. So stay on there. I do in the normal schools, but I'm lazy, and then it ruins the spontaneity. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, look at their little McDonald's commercial. But yeah, like I said, I used to punt in our backyard too. But me and my sister, because we're about See, we're what 2 years, 2.5 years? Yeah, we're about 2.5 years apart. So growing up, like we had a decent yard, but it was like a hill. So whoever's playing defense, you were at the top of the hill. The person who was on offense at the bottom of the hill. So you would be punting the ball away to like basically kick off. You punt the ball away. The person would have to catch it, and then be running up the hill while you run down the hill, and you're basically trying to tackle each other. So that's what me and my sister did when we were younger. Just kind of take all the energy out. Was basically just like basically we just play football and just punted the ball to each other. Um, and you had to make sure that it didn't go into the neighbor's yard. So you couldn't shank the punt. You couldn't go in the neighbor's yard. That was the one rule that we had. And then also no slinging anybody down. No extreme tackling. No like going for the head. Had to be two hand and then bring down to the tackle. Couldn't be like you're ripping somebody's shirt off. That kind of stuff. So we couldn't be too aggressive. But that's when we played when we were younger. So it's I forgot where was that? The 24-yard line, I think. First down 10. 45 total yards for the Minnesota Vikings so far. I mean, they've had 3-3 now, so that kind of makes sense. From the 25-yard line, first down 10, J.J. McCarthy under center. Going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason. Makes man miss, and is going to get to the 30. Going to get to about the 35-yard line for a first down. However, there is a flag. Let's see here. Oh, nice. I'm a fan of good defensive games. Exactly. Sometimes they can still be exhilarating. It wasn't such a good. Oh, there is a hold by Justin Skull. With the hold, so me first down in 20. If it wasn't such a good law-abiding, if I wasn't such a good law-abiding citizen, which I'm glad you are, that would never steal from the NFL. I complain about how bad Stream East is right now. In the hypothetical, I'm very annoyed right now. Well, Stream East is, I'm pretty sure, didn't it die? Didn't like the NFL just was like, we're gonna kill it? Because I used to use Stream East, especially when I was at work, and we had like nothing because like no one would come into the workplace because it was a home game, and we would watch football. We get paid to watch football. That was the best part. You get paid to watch college football because you have like maybe a customer every like 2 hours. So J.J. McCarthy's pass is bad at the line, so it is going to be second down and 20 for the Vikings. Nice job by Edmonds. So from the 14-yard line, J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. He's got time, got plenty of time. And I would say they're trying to recover the ball, and he recovers the ball. Noah Sewell up to the 20, and wait, are they going to blow it dead? I mean, I would double check and make sure that's not a fumble. Like Luke can always struggle with his name, but he's from the Colts. He's a acquisition they got from the Colts, and I think that's still technically a pass, but it's pretty dang close. It's pretty dang close to when his hand gets hit as he's throwing the football forward. So third down and 20. Play clock is at 0. What the heck just happened there? Play clock got reset. I don't know what the heck happened. Is that not a delay game? I mean, like the play clock went to 0, so I don't know what. Delay a game. Okay, that's what I thought. Delay a game. Third down 25. The Vikings are complaining the fact that they're saying it didn't get reset, which I don't know about that. All right, so third down and 25. Not a lot of plays you do for third down and 25. 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. So the Bears will definitely get the ball back, but they'll have one timeout. They can take their sweet, precious time. And they get the ball to start the second half. So from the 9-yard line, J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. A free rusher, but it's actually going to be a screen to Jordan Mason, who is going to get the 15-yard line. And that's going to be it. So nice gain there, about 6 yards. And it's going to be fourth down and about 19. So under 5 minutes left to go in the second. Not the fourth down. Streaming's got axed, but there's a mirror sites. That's fair, especially because we used to have that for 1, 2, 3 movies. If hypothetically you go to the website, there's a list of alts that work for only 5 freaking minutes. Yeah, I'm sure the NFL is just like, let me find it and just ban. They probably have like somebody working like overtime to try to ban it all. Nice return up to the 41-yard line before he gets tackled, but great field position. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter. They're showing the next Monday night game. Let's see here. So, which one is going to be on ESPN 1 or 2? So you got, because like I said, I only have ESPN, so I don't have ABC. Unfortunately. So we got not Broncos. We got Buccaneers versus Texans, and then Chargers versus Raiders. So I might be. Like, so it depends on which one I'm actually going to be able to do. So I don't know just yet, but I'm doing one of them. So first down 10, 4:29 left to go second quarter. Going to be a handoff off to the left side, and they're going to cut back. To the right side, cut back to the left. Swift gets about 3 yards there. Second down and 7. If you do want to use those sites, remember, folks, never ever do that. I mean, just don't even think about it. So also never use an ad blocker like uBlock Origin, so you don't get bombarded by the pop-ups and enjoy the game. Don't do that because that is stealing. Absolutely. You wouldn't steal a car. Second down and 6. 3:50 left to go in the second quarter. From the 45-yard line, Caleb Williams, and that is a false start by not only the left tackle but also the right guard. So 3:43 remaining in the second quarter, still 7-3, and now it's going to be second down and 10. Yes, remember, guys, don't do that because that is stealing, and the NFL is going to say that's a big no-no. We are not doing that. Oh, they're talking about the Bills-Ravens game. The Ravens were 25-0 all time when scoring 40-plus points entering Sunday. Well, yeah, you kind of think that normally that would be the case, especially being a good defensive team, usually. So, Caleb Williams throws and be caught. That's going to be a first down up to the 50, down to the 45-yard line. That's Zacchaeus. Very nice job there. And it's going to be a first down 10 to the 45-yard line. Car. Oh, yes. Don't steal a car. Don't steal a car, Dobie. You don't steal cars. Some cars are easier to steal. Some cars are harder to steal. And Stream East is the car. Well, I don't know the allegory that I was about to go there. Stream East is the 2011 Prius. Don't steal that car. So, from the 44-yard line, Caleb Williams under center. Going to be a toss out to Swift, who's going to get about, he pushes forward for about 3 yards. He had about 2. Nice little push there. It's going to be second down and 7. 2:35 remaining in the second quarter. And if I am the Bears, I'm going to run one more play, get this to a 2-minute warning. You might be third down. You might get a first down. But at the end of the day, you're running down this clock so the Vikings have no chance. Because remember, the Bears are going to get this ball back after halftime. So, 2:15 left to go in the second quarter. Still one more play. Caleb Williams under center. I'm going to say DJ Moore in a motion over to the right. Hand off to Swift, who is going to get about a yard, and that's going to be it. 2-minute warning. Third down about, I say about 5. From the 40-yard line when we come back. Yeah, nice little. Nah, I have one more sip. Not even really a sip. Just got like a little dabble. I'll get me some in a little bit. Just a little bit. Actor portrayals. Oh, you're telling me that's not a real person? That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. I don't know. Every now and then I'll just say dog because, like, growing up watching American Idol. That's a no for me, dog. Sorry. What was I looking up? I had something in my mind that I was going to look up to make sure. I can just look at stats. Why not? What I normally do anyways. I don't want to look up NFL.com. I hate when that does that where I go down and I want you to tell me about NFL. I don't want you to tell me about NFL.com. Something I looked back at like 4 months ago. Let's see the stats for this game right here. Right here is going to be J.J. McCarthy not having the best game, that's for sure, which I kind of expected, and so far it's been the case. Yes, J.J. McCarthy is 4 for 7 for 19 yards. Do with that information as you will. And then no kind of run game whatsoever. You got 4 for 14 for Jordan Mason, 3 for 6 for Aaron Jones, and then J.J. McCarthy had that nice little scramble for 11 yards. The fact that Justin Jefferson has 1 catch for 4 yards, not the best either, but he also has 1 rush for 4 yards, so, a little positive. Caleb Williams is 11 for 14, 102. And then Caleb Williams also has 4 rushes for 32 yards and a touchdown. Swift has 7 for 17, so not the best. And then DJ Moore has 2 for 35. Zacchaeus has 2 for 23. Roma Dunze has 2 for 13. And then my boy Colson Lovin has 1 for 8. So they're spreading the ball around at least. But hopefully that the Bears get something going. Because right now it's not becoming boring, but it is, hopefully we get a little bit more fireworks is all I need. So Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation with DeAndre Swift to his right. Justin Zacchaeus in motion over to the left. Now motion back out to the right. Draws back to pass. And is throwing. That's going to be for the first down. That's Zacchaeus, who gets the first down. Nice gain there of about 9 yards. That's a first down 10 for the Bears with the clock has stopped. Remember, they have 1 more timeout. I use Real Sports app, IDK, if they have website, but they are very good with niche stats. Oh, okay. Is it like who's having like more conversion? Is it kind of like with what is it? Amazon has a kind of thing where like they show like had a 80-something% chance of completing this or an 18% chance of completing this. That kind of stats, or they're kind of something kind of like a little bit different. First down 10 from the 32-yard line. Caleb Williams drops back to pass. Actually going to hand the ball off to DeAndre Swift, who gets about 3 yards there. So second down about 7. Clock continues to run down. I said the Vikings have 2 timeouts. The Bears have 1. Boomer's fastest 3 minutes is still a thing. Yes, it is. It is still a thing. Surprisingly. Wow. Okay, so I already went over the yard, but I didn't even think about that. But 52 yards compared to 167? Yeah. The Vikings have been completely shut down. 1:20 left to go in the second quarter. Caleb Williams, shotgun formation. Going to be a toss to Swift, who is going to get like 2 yards. So third down and 5. 1:11 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, Boomer still gets to talk. Like I said, Bears still receive the second half. They're in field goal range. Third down and 5. J.J. McCarthy just lost his hat. And my boy Adam Thielen hasn't even gotten a catch. All right, it's third down and 5 from the 27-yard line. Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation. Going to send Roma Dunze into motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. And throws to Roma Dunze, who is still going to catch it and still be in bounds. And it's going to be a called timeout by the Vikings with 28 seconds left. Fourth down and about 2. That called pass was on Byron Murphy. I don't like diminishing players to handoff merchants, but JJ, you got to play better to beat the allegations. Yeah. Like I said, he is the epitome of a facilitator, but not like in a facilitator is going to elevate his team. His team is elevating him. Like Brock Purdy is, yes, he's a facilitator, but he is an elite facilitator, just how I feel like with Dak Prescott. Now, are they elite quarterbacks? No. Like I said, but they're elite in the fact of like being able to get the ball out when they need to get the ball out. So, are they elite quarterbacks? No. They're very good quarterbacks that can still elevate their team at times to have into winning situations. but I like prefer to say facilitator than game manager because like game manager has a very negative connotation. Facilitator means basically what it means. It's like you're a not Duncan like Duncan kind of team, but like you're also very much of like oh barely snuck that one in, but it's going to be a 42-yard field goal gets through, and that's going to be 10-3 with 24 seconds. Like I said, not really much that the Vikings can do. Um, but yeah, I think like what was I saying? Daggum, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was talking about the facilitator. I would rather just call it a facilitator because it's more descriptive than game manager. Because game manager seems like you have no like agency almost, and you still have agency as a facilitator, especially taking what the defense gives you. Um, they have streaks listed. Okay. They have total yards for the catch before the yards each position player can get. Emojis for each player based on their performance. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I might have to check that out. And that's called Real Sports App. Okay, might check that out. Like I said, I don't really think that the Vikings are going to do that much because I mean they haven't done anything on offense at all. When they get this return, I said they're showing it right now. I mean, like, the Bears have over 120 more yards. So yeah, pretty much domination from the Bears so far. It's going to be returned at about the 6-yard line, to the 10 to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the 30, and down to the 31-yard line. 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I like the kicker you guys got from FSU as a UDFA. Yes, Ryan Fitzgerald. I am hoping that he can kind of get our kicking position back on track because just like what I was talking about with Emmanuel yesterday about the getting rid of Koo and you're hoping that like the guy we have waiting in the wings is going to be good, and it's like it's not always the case, and we haven't been experiencing that since 2018 of just a revolving door of kickers. So Jaden McCarthy drops back a pass and is going to try to take a deep shot down the field, and he does up to the 45, down to the 40-yard line, and out of bounds. And it's looking like the Vikings are going to have to call it. They're going to have to call a timeout. Is the clock continue to run or no? No. Okay, so the clock's not running. It's at 11 seconds. Vikings still have a timeout. I don't know why we're waiting around, though. Let's see here. Was he out? Oh, the clock should be running. Clock should be running. His knee touched down before he went out of bounds. So clock, like I said, clock should be running. Field goal. All right, so they're already going to go long field goal for Will Reichert. Okay. I think they take a knee to in the half. I'm 35 seconds behind to line up with the broadcast. Yeah, that was a nailer with the catch and run. So this is what is this, a 55 yarder, 56 yarder? Yeah, career long is a 58 yarder for Will Reichert. This is a 57. Okay. Oh, it's a 59-yarder. Okay, 59-yard field goal for Will Reichert for his personal best. Kick is up. Kick is... It is good. Wow. Will Reichert with a 59-yard field goal to make it 10-6 with 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. I get that you can't really win championships with game managers in the modern NFL, but not every team is going to have a top 5 quarterback. The league needs Kirk Cousins to maintain the ecosystem. Well, now Emmanuel, you said Kirk Cousins, so why? Wait. Well, then why don't you want to start Kirk Cousins? I mean, it worked pretty well for y'all last year up until the end when he got hurt and continued to play. But like technically, still could work. No, sorry. But yeah, like to me, I think that you could still win with like a game manager esque quarterback in that kind of form, but like more like a facilitator, depending on the team around. So, would you consider Jared Goff to be a facilitator? I would consider him to be a high up end facilitator. So if he's a high up end facilitator, and the Lions have a possibility, especially the last 2 years, of making a Super Bowl with the talent they have as a team, then like I said, I think there's a legitimate possibility that you could have like a team who doesn't have a top five quarterback and still, oh my gosh, 45 and down to the 50-yard line, but unfortunately the clock has stopped, and I was Luther Burden with the return. So going into halftime, the Bears will get the ball to start the second half. But it's possible. It's possible, but it's just really going to come down to how is the team, what is the team makeup? He wants to trade Cousins for picks. Well, don't you speak his name. We don't speak of him in this house. Also, picks are just better. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just got to have a really good backup, and it's very valuable, very very valuable to have a backup quarterback, especially if anything happens to an injury-prone quarterback. So, it's honestly just the Falcons thing of like thinking forward, and making sure that they have every piece put in place just in case something bad happens, because eventually something bad is going to happen. So you gotta be prepared. Gotta be prepared. But yeah, like I said, I think it's to happen. Like, all right, so let's look at here. Let's look at the NFL teams. NFL teams we have right here. So, who are the teams who legitimately could be a Super Bowl contender without a top five quarterback? And let's think of obviously the top four quarterbacks, and then five, I'll say, is Jalen Hurts in this scenario. So let's see here. Bills, no, because you got Josh Allen. None of the AFC East make me think that. AFC West, you got technically Justin Herbert is seen by some as a top 10. He's like in that 8 to 9 range, maybe like closer to 11, depending on what your viewpoint of him is. Broncos, like I said, technically Bo Nix is more of a facilitator. He's definitely not a top 10 quarterback, but that defense, if they're as good as advertised throughout the season, that could be the case. Ravens, Bengals, like I said, top quarterbacks. AFC South, like I said, Texans, their offensive line is going to hold them back significantly. So not really Super Bowl contenders in my book. NFC, like I said, Dak is still seen as like a top 10 quarterback, or if not, at least top 12. So kind of similar, but like I said, Cowboys aren't going to make a Super Bowl, so I'm just mentioning that to give Cowboys fans some kind of hope. Commanders maybe, but like I never put a rookie in the top 10 in the top 5 after the rookie season, because I think that's a little bit too. You can't really crown somebody like that because they just now got into the league. 49ers would be kind of the same situation where it's like Brock Purdy who would be leading the team. Rams, though Matthew Stafford plays, when he does play really well, plays like a top 10 quarterback. Packers, same thing kind of with Jordan Love. He plays well. He's playing like a top 10 quarterback for the most part. He's more of like number 12. Lions kind of the same exact way with Jared Goff, who sometimes plays like a top 5 quarterback, but for the most part kind of plays as like a 7 to 8. In the NFC South, we have no shot of making it back to Super Bowl. Unfortunately, that's the case. Let's see here. I use Cousins because he's the most average quarterback I could think of. When he was in Minnesota, he wouldn't lose you games, but he also wouldn't win you games. Put you on his back and carry them to victory. Yeah, that's kind of fair. That's kind of fair. He's very okay, and that's about it. True, the Kirk Cousins of Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is the only Kirk Cousins that Kirk Cousins could be. He is the. I want to say he's the vanilla bean ice cream. For certain situations, vanilla bean ice cream, yes, absolutely could work. Put that on some peach cobbler. Ooh, put that on some peach cobbler and it'd be absolutely busting. But you know, is for everybody? No, it's kind of plain, but sometimes the plain kind of works out. But it's not gonna take it over the top. It's not gonna take it over the top. It's not Rocky Road or chocolate chip cookie dough or butter pecan. Butter pecan sometimes hits hard, but usually the vanilla bean or the plain vanilla ice cream is a complement to what you already have in front of you, which is like a luscious peach cobbler, or maybe some kind of cinnamon dish, or is you do like half the mix you made, then you put like some Ghirardelli chocolates in the middle, or something else you put in the middle, and then you put the rest of it on there. So not only are you baking the brownie, but you're also having a nice little interior, of like gooey goodness. So if you haven't done that, that's also a nice little treat. Is like have a nice little layer in your brownie. Let's see Ben Johnson's halftime adjustments. Supposedly that was what people were saying he was good at. So we will see how that looks like. And honestly, I mean, you pretty much dominated the game so far. So as long as you're able to continue to somewhat, you're not really been able to run the ball, but Caleb Williams just had a pretty good day. So need to be able to run the ball. Find something that's working as far as run the ball wise. What was I saying? Lost train of thought. Yeah, Boswell's 60-yarder was absolutely amazing. Love that because that helped him a fantasy team. This is for chat. Who's y'all's top 5 quarterbacks? For me, it's Allen, Jackson. That's tied for first. That makes sense. Argue with the wall. Mahomes, Burrow, and then I give up. Herbert is if man, absolutely. Hurts is kind of high here. Daniels is in year 2. Stroud is like also a little bit high. I mean, I would say Baker is definitely top 10. He wouldn't be a top 5 for me, but he plays really well. Jared Goff for some people is a top 5. Let's see who else is some people's top 5. What's another person that might be their top 5? Let's see. You could say Losing my train of thought. I don't know. I probably just say those. Because I said there's no way you would say Jordan Love's top 5 unless you're Mike Tenenbaum, who realistically listens to Mike Tenenbaum unironically. Like, I still don't understand how that man has a job for ESPN. Peanut Punch in the LA game. Yeah, no, that was absolutely outstanding Peanut Punch. Luke was devastated. He was just like, and Dare just fumbled the ball. He was like, Luke was like, we need to get like a whole new, we need to get a run back 1 in that coming draft. We need like new, let's show the Panthers game. We need new interior offensive line. We need all this kind of stuff. We need defensive tackles. And I was like, well, you could just get back DJ Reader and then, that's the uniforms the Saints had? That's, but yeah, let's see. I keep on forgetting more what I'm about. Oh, yeah. So he was talking about how they need to replace defense tackle, and I was like, well, there's a chance you can just get back DJ Reader. Would be a good veteran presence, and then you could go focus on tight end because like he also doesn't like Dalton Schultz, which makes sense. Um, and this upcoming tight end class is intriguing to say the least. I'm kind of waiting for getting a little bit more looks on some of them. I mean, like I said, like on this Friday, I'm watching the um, Houston and the Colorado game because there was a tight end who I'm intrigued by as far as like a third or fourth round pick. So intrigued to see how he does with Connor Wegman. And then you have DJ McKinney, who's on the Colorado secondary. Just kind of see like how that kind of dynamic goes. But yeah, Hertz fan, not Eagles. Go Dirty Birds. I respect the ring and playing the best when the lights are on the brightest, but other than that, Eagles fans stop me from being an Eagles fan. Yeah, it's. I do think that definitely helps, like especially like for people who are trying to find like, okay, well, what fan base do I want to kind of like um, align with? Well, there's certain fan bases you're like like if you say that you're a fan of this team, people will look at you a certain way. And unfortunately, Eagles fans have that perception. Fairly or unfairly. Some of it is kind of fairly. For especially when you kind of see it all over the place. Like I said, I think there's obviously some good Philly fans, but there's also in any kind of fan base, there's always the crazy ones, and sometimes the crazy ones are the loudest. So, but about 2:34 before the second half starts again. Like I said, 10-6, so it is a defensive battle. But when we say defensive battle, we mean defensive domination by the Bears. So hopefully that continues with the Bears actually able to run the ball because they haven't been able to do that yet. Caleb Williams had a pretty good game in the first half. See if that continues on. And let's just hope that maybe J.J. McCarthy can do anything. Would be preferable. Um, right now, if you're a fantasy owner of Justin Jefferson and A.J. Brown, you're probably upset because that's been very low, very low so far in week one. Like I said, I don't have A.J. Brown, but I did have Devontae Smith, and that was also a little bit low. So hopefully, you're hoping that J.J. McCarthy can get a little bit more involved. Well, J.J. Jessica is more involved with J.J. McCarthy. Sorry. This is a long commercial. Goodness gracious, how much time? How much money did they pay for this commercial? That was like a 2 minute commercial. That's not cheap. Hulu, why are you doing back to back? Why are you doing? Why are you doing back to back to back commercials? I still don't understand why people do that. Like I watch your commercial. Why am I watching another commercial that you have, and then the same as a commercial from before? Like I think that's a waste of money. Overall, this is the type of game I like to see everyone once in a while. Scoring while keeping the score small, field goals, couple of TDs, and good hard-nosed gridiron football. That's what it is gridiron football. We like your defense here. Physically annihilate the opponent. That kind of stuff. Got a little bit of a lump in my throat with that one. Whenever I do the like the Jaguars or the Titans voice, sometimes because it's kind of gravelly, I gotta cough afterwards because it's like I'm like it's kind of like choking on the vocal cords. You're going a little bit like this and stuff like this, like kind of like out like that. So sometimes I gotta cough because otherwise I'm like it feels like I'm like on my throat. I think I got everything. Yeah. But yeah, I would still have Hurts at 5. I know that he has a stacked roster and whatnot, but you still have to be good a quarterback to be able to do that. And at the same time, the lights are on, especially like the Super Bowl. He's played really well in the Super Bowl both times. So from the 10 to 15, 20, and basically down to about the 22-yard lines where the Bears are going to start. Up 10 to 6. Let's see how these Bears do. The Bernstein Bears. I never watched the show, but I did read a couple of the books. Which team scored more for fantasy? Because why did so many top wide receivers lay ducks this week? Brown, Smith, Chase, Worthy, not his fault. So many low points. Yeah, you just gotta be smart. You got to get like Zay Flowers. Yeah, that literally helped me out a lot. I got Zay Flowers. Josh back to pass and is going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Devontae Smith, but a little bit too far ahead of him. Going to be second down 10 for the Bears. For the Bears. Ivan Pace on the coverage. Yeah, I try not to do a huge investment unless I guess like my first round pick in a wide receiver, because I know I can find really good picks for running backs later on for fantasy. So mine was Nico Collins, who didn't have the best game, but hopefully hopefully he kind of gets better as season progresses. Second down and 10 for the 22-yard line. Going to be a play action pass and steps in the pocket. Throws a little check down. It's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Cole Kmet. It's going to be third down and 10. 14:44 left to go in the third. See, good running back week at least. Hail King Henry. Exactly. Had that, was it 187? It was 187. So yes, an amazing week for King Henry. All right, so third down and 10. Let's see if the Bears can hopefully get this drive back on the line. But the way that Peyton Johnson is looking, I think it's going to be like a draw. That's my call. No, actually no. Caleb Williams throws. It's going to be incomplete. He threw it in the dirt. So 3 and out with like 19 seconds off the clock, and the Bears are putting this ball away. Well, not exactly the way that I was thinking it was going to happen. Interesting. Come on, Bears, keep up the second half. What is going on? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's some, it's like some pressure, but like it's not like immediate. Caleb Williams had time to throw, and just I guess the pressure kind of caused him to do a little bit of a miss, but it's kind of weird that it was that bad of a miss. Return to the 30-yard line, up to the 35, up to the 40, cuts back up to the 50, 45, 50, down to the 48-yard line, and the Vikings are in great field position. 14:28 left to go in the third at the 48-yard line. Can the Vikings actually do anything at all? Because like Justin Jefferson has like one, like I said, I think it was one catch for 4 yards. Yeah, and that one catch was the short of the first down marker. As first down 10, J.J. McCarthy going to be in under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. Justin Thielen in motion, going to drop back to pass, and is going to take a deep shot. Fumble! Get the ball. Make sure it's not a fumble. And there's a flag. There is a flag. Noah Sewell will try to get the pick. Should I start Tyrone Tracy or Javonte Williams next week? My running back room isn't the best. My running back one is Breece Hall. Wait, what did they call? Roughing the passer? Wait. How is it roughing the passer? He made him fumble the ball. Did he hit him in the face? How? Wait. Okay. How? What? No. No, no, no. I'm sorry, but no. Okay? If he hits him in the face with his hand, sure, but he's going face to face with him. That is not first down 10 on the 34-yard line. Going to be a handoff and great defense. Goes back to the line of scrimmage. That's Noah Sewell and Kevin Byard. That is ridiculous. I get it. If like someone hits him in the helmet with the hand, or something like that, or goes underneath and hits him right in the jaw, that makes sense. But he's like trying to punch out the ball with his hand, and he hits him head face to face, not directly up. That takes me off. All right, so J.J. McCarthy going to be a toss to Aaron Jones, who is going to cut back and going to get about 2 yards. I'm going to have to get my controller in a little bit because otherwise my thing's going to turn off. So I'll talk about that Emmanuel in a second. Let me get this to a stopping point, and then I'll be able to get my remote. All right, so third down 8. So the Bears can hold them here. 13-15 left to go in third from the 32-yard line. J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation with Aaron Jones to his right. Play clock's at 3, 2, 1. Barely snap off. Gets immediate pressure. Throws to the left. And picked off up to 35-40, 45-50. And he is going to be gone. And that is a Bears touchdown. Pick 6, number 26. And looky there. Even without having the top 2 DBs, great job, number 26, picking off J.J. McCarthy on that far sideline. And that is going to make it 16-6 with the extra point, making it an 11-point game with 12:51 remaining in the third quarter. Good to see Brisker out there. Missed him last year. That is Nashawn Wright with the 74-yard interception return touchdown. That is incredible. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So it is 17-6. I'm going to set this off to the side for a second because I have got to move my stuff. Or else it's going to be like, hey, buddy, you haven't moved your stuff, and now we're going to shut off. I get there's no activity, so my Xbox is like, are you still watching? And I'm like, yes, I'm still watching. Thank you for asking. They're like, are you sure you're still watching? Yes, I'm sure I'm still watching. Okay, well, while I'm up, I'm going to go ahead and get me some sweet tea. Some lovely sweet tea. Mmm. That's so good. It is so good. The sweet tea is a must. All right. You love to see the good guy score. All right. So you said either Tyrone Tracy, Javonte Williams. Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. All right. So, let's see. Based upon how the Giants looked last week, I'm probably going to say, Javonte Williams is probably your best bet. I mean, Tyrone Tracy, he can get some catches out of the backfield, but I feel pretty confident that the Cowboys are going to dominate this game. So if the Cowboys are going to dominate this game, then think about the fact that Javonte Williams is going to get a lot more carries because they're going to be up. So you should probably start Javonte Williams. That's what I would say. Yes, welcome back. I am back after getting some delicious sweet tea that I have in my Carolina Panthers cup from the first win of the Bryce Young era against the Houston Texans. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, number 26, right on Justin Jefferson. And like I said, baits him, cuts inside. It's a hard throw to make, but you just probably shouldn't just throw that in general. And then he does a little somersault. Hilarious. Hilarious. Wait, is this his birthday today? He's got Happy B Day on his wrist. Return to the 2-yard line, up to 10, up to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the 28-yard line. First down 10 for the Vikings. Down by 11 yards. J.J. McCarthy is 5 for 9 for 48 yards and interception. They're dogging him right now. More interception return yards than actual yards. Okay, broadcast. You'd have to do them like that. So 12:45 to go in the third. Still plenty of time. Plenty of time in this game. First down 10 for the Vikings. Welcome back. Jay McCarthy under center with 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a toss to Jordan Mason. He's going to cut up and get to the 30. And nice tackle there by Noah Sewell, who's had a really great game. 3 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. If Noah Sewell continues on this path, I might have to look back and I actually was cooking there. Because like I said, I was high on Noah Sewell, and then he fell very far because he did not have the best season when he went to the draft class. And then I kind of fell out of favor for him. But I remember what I saw. Noah Sewell had amazing pursuit. He's got great speed, got great instincts. But then again, just made some dumb decisions too. So, from the 31-yard line, 2nd down 6, J.J. McCarthy drops back a pass, escapes the pressure, and actually is going to be suckered in by number 69. And is that Passanio? I think it is. Yes, it is. It is Passanio, who is in what year is he in? I'm going to say 2018. I want to say 2018 because he was from, I'm trying to remember if it was a Ivy League or if it was one of those like Villanova or something like that. I think it was Villanova. Am I right on that? Is Passanio? Third down 13. J.J. McCarthy. That is a delay game right there. Delay of game. 3rd and 18. Yes. Tano Passanio. Villanova. Let's freaking go. In the 2017 draft class. Okay. So, close. Yes, Passanio from Villanova. I remember he was a huge dude. So 3rd down and 18, and the Vikings continue to have struggles on the offense. It must be deafening there in Soldier Field. From the 19-yard line. 3rd down 18, under 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, going to be a little draw, and he just runs right into the pressure and loses 2 yards. 4th and 20, and the Bears have been absolutely getting after it on defense, forcing once again another 3 and out. That was Javon Dexter with the tackle for loss. I mean, hold on a second. Let me just check and see. Okay. Yeah, why? Okay, well, some of it has to do with the fact that the Vikings didn't stay on their blocks, but also Jordan Mason kind of just ran right into the twist. So, kick is away, punt is away, and it's going to be returned about the 30-yard line, almost fumbled, and gets about 35 before he steps out of bounds. Javon Dexter for the Gator. Like I said, having a pretty good game. Passanio is the one who got that sack. So, like I said, so far everyone's kind of been a contributing member, and there is a flag, so it might be like a hold, possibly. Possibly. Dennis Allen kind of showing off right now. Holding instead, not a block in the back, but holding on the Bears. So going to book them. It's going to push them back just a little bit. Just a little bit. (17-6), 10:08 or 06 left to go in the third quarter. This second half is kind of going kind of slow, if I do say so myself. Quite slow. I'm hoping for Javon to take a leap this year. I think he can. Like I said, I think, if I remember correctly, I was talking about the fact that having Grady Jarrett there, not only is it good leadership for him to have, but you're able to get some more pass rush moves learned from Grady Jarrett. You have a nice rotation now because, like I said, Grady Jarrett doesn't have to start, but he gets to kind of work his way on through there. I'm worried about your edge rotation, but so far it's been looking pretty decent because, like I said, Passanio's able to get there. But I like your defensive line as a whole. I think, obviously, run defense with your defensive line is a little bit better than some of your pass rush, but, I mean, I'll take it. We are now starting Javonte Williams and Kyle Pitts for week 2. Lord help me, this team is fried. Traded Pittman for Pitts as meme and now regret it. F it, we ball. Yeah. I tried to tell you, Emmanuel. I tried to tell you, don't go after Pitts. Because they're playing. The Falcons are playing the Vikings. If I know anything about the Vikings, they're going to cover up Kyle Pitts. Especially Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman is going to cover up Kyle Pitts. So. Wait. So you did Pittman for Pitts straight up? You got to get something else in return for that one. Something else in return. Peace is coming. Peacemaker. Coming in HBO Max. Again, showing the 1985 Chicago Bears because it is their 40th anniversary. They all get a chance of showing the Super Bowl trophy off. Let's remind you, 40 years. So, from the 20-yard line, 2 tight ends to the right, Caleb Williams under center. Going to be a toss to Swift. He tries to make some miss and gets about a half a yard loss. So second down and 10. That trophy's as old as me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been a while. I get it. Like I said, you definitely want to commemorate, but when it's been since 2010, so you also had your last one. That's you gotta win a playoff in the next 3 years. You just got to. It can't be 18 years since the last playoff win. Can't be the same thing as the Jets. All right, so Caleb Williams throws deep and gonna be catch, and guess what? That's gonna be DJ Moore, toe tap catch, and against Byron Murphy no less. Typical, and it's gonna be a first down for Caleb Williams. Absolute dart throwing to DJ Moore. Pittsburgh 13 this week, exactly. I said they had a pretty good week, but then again, it's also against the Buccaneers. That would be his 3rd points per game last year, so have hopes. Both of Pitt's were 14th and 15th round picks, respectively. Okay. I didn't know Michael Pittman was that far down. A little scream action to, Burton gets blown up by Van Ginkel for about a 4-yard loss. So second down and 14. Yeah, like I said, I just couldn't get behind Pitts. That's why I kept on telling people just don't go Pitts. Because, Tight ends are cool and everything, but I'd rather take a tight end that I know is either going to get targets or is going to get red zone targets and just hope and pray that he has a good game when he also has a red zone target. So, 13, second down 13. Throws to the left, and it actually got tipped. So it got tipped to the line by Van Ginkel to make third down 13, 8-11 left to go in the third. Still 17-6. I also have Bowers in the tight end spot and Pitts in the flex to replace Worthy. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Because, like, you talk about Worthy. Yeah, Worthy being out definitely hurts your team. But Brock Bowers at your tight end spot makes sense because he's going to get fed. So, third and 13, 8-11 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation with Swift to his right. Drops back to pass. He's got time. Throws a little floater, and that's good to Colson Loveland, who is going to get up to about the 44-ish yard line. But it's going to be fourth down, and the punt is about to ensue. I now have to be 1 minute and 35 seconds behind now. I don't get it. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Why am I so far behind? Like, I'm just on Spectrum, so it shouldn't be that far behind. Let me just go off and go back on. Maybe something is on my end, but like I said, it doesn't make sense why it's that far back. Return at the 10 to the 15 to the 20 and down to the 23-yard line. Now to sink back, that is weird. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why. Like, because even with like the times that I've watched like Tom Grossi's stream, like he's been like a minute ahead of me. So I guess maybe it's just Alabama. I have no idea. I hope it's not just an Alabama thing, but just we're behind. I guess proximity to the stations. That's all I can think of. What was I thinking of? Oh, let's see. Okay, so now the Vikings are taking over. Let's look at J.J. McCarthy's stat line, because I'm sure it's definitely improved since the last time we talked about it. I kind of also want to see what Vikings fans are talking about. Come on. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. At this moment, everything. Yes, so J.J. McCarthy is 5 for 9 for 48 yards and an interception. So, doing amazingly. Amazingly. Not a word. Well, it is a word, but not in that context. At halftime, it was 30 seconds, then it was over a minute, and now it is matching your live without delay. See, I don't know. That's wild. It's crazy. Oh, so that's how they do Chad Powers. Okay. Okay, so basically the Chad Powers is he was an Oregon Duck, and then he just dropped the ball and tried to redo himself. Okay. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but I don't know. It kind of looks like a cheesy kind of show. But maybe it might, maybe not. Who knows? Can't be quite sure. All right, so it is still 17-6, 7-14 remaining in the third quarter. Absolute dominating performance by the Bears so far. See if that changes. Probably not. But the Vikings will start off the ball at the 23-yard line. First down 10. J.J. McCarthy under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. They're showing the absolute dominant presence on yards. A little bit of bootleg action, and it's going to be a caught pass and a fumble. No, he had to be down. He's got to be down. T.J. Hawkinson down on the ground. There's no way. Sorry. No, 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 no way. So, second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. So, let's see. TJ Hawkinson catches the ball, falls down, then up. Oh, wait. Hold a second. Okay, so when Sewell touched him, punched the ball out, it's going to be on a review. Yeah. That might be a turnover. So he catches the ball, he gets up, well, he turns around and he gets up. So he clearly catches the ball, is not touched until he gets peanut punched by Noah Sewell and the ball is out. Noah Sewell, man. Noah Sewell. That's going to be a turnover. By rule, that is going to be a turnover. One heads-up play by Noah Sewell by not touching him before you punch the ball out, but hopefully they do him right. Hopefully they do him right. Hey, hey, hey. So, which one? A New Balance commercial. What you got to say? Hollywood swinging. Hold your breath. Edge of your seat moments. Spectrum. Thank you, Spectrum. I'm watching you. I like how they blurred one of the. Well, I don't know if it was a sponsor or who it was. They also have power rankings on that website. Oh, for the what was it called again? Star. No, I'm looking back at it. What you said. What was it called again? Dadgummit. I'm looking at it right now. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where is the message that you told me where it was? Dadgummit. Where'd you go? Real Sports app. Sorry about that. They also have power rankings on the website. Real Sports. It's right there. If they have a website, I should say they give you a top ranking of the top 10 teams fantasy wise. You check out each game. Okay, let me look this up. Real Sports. I mean, I'm looking on my computer, but I can still check and see. Real Sports app. Play stands as called. Okay. The ball should be out. But it's not. So second down 8 from the 25-yard line. JJ McCarthy, flash and pass, throws. That's going to be to Aaron Jones, makes him a miss, and gets to the 30-yard line, third down and 3. It shows each player's individual fantasy points. Okay, good. I'll probably look into it. Third down and 3, because like I said, I got it looked up now, so I'm trying to remember the name. They said third down and 2, but it's like third down and 2.5. 6:15 left to go in the third quarter. 0 for 7 on third down so far for the Vikings. Down 11. JJ McCarthy in shotgun formation. JJ. And he is going to drop back to pass. Got time, throws, and it's going to be caught. And it's wait. It's incomplete. Oh, he tried to get to Adam Thielen, and Adam Thielen dropped it. No. Adam, no. He had it, secures it, and then ball pops out thanks to number 29, Stevenson. Oh, Adam, no. 4th and 2. Oh, it's not fantasy points. It's their own system of performance points. Hmm. Okay. Fair caught about the 22, 23 yard line. Yeah, like he had it. It would have been it would have been the first conversion. That's what's crazy. It would have been the first conversion. But alas, it is not. It could not be. Tyree kind of ripped it out. Like I said, he definitely made a good play there. But almost was the first third down conversion. So still an 11-point lead. Bears, I mean, absolutely dominated this game. First down 10 with the 24-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Swift, who gets a nice little push, too. And he's going to get he's just short. 9-yard gain, second down and 1 for the Bears. Clock continues to run down. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, I want them to run this ball because this third quarter has gone on for some time. It's been a while for a little bit. So, second down and 1. 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. Williams under center. Going to be a play action pass. And it's going to dump it off to Moore, who's going to make he's getting the first down. Nice job by DJ Moore getting the first down. And it's going to be 5-5. It's going to be 4:45. Let's go in the third quarter. And the Bears continue to drain this clock. Just do it. Just drain the clock. Let this game not be done, but let this game go to the fourth quarter is all I'm asking. Because this third quarter has been way too long. Way too long. All right, so two tight ends to the left. Caleb Williams in our center with Swift in the backfield. Going to send Roman Duze in the motion. Going to be a little toss. It's got a little bit of a room, and it's going to get about 4. So Swift gets about 4 there. Second down and 6 for the Bears. They're showing Caleb Williams like his little calmness in the pocket. I guess he's definitely shown that today. So, good job so far for Caleb Williams. Hopes that continues. Second down 6. Going to be a play action pass. And is going to try to avoid the pressure. Rolls up to his right. Rolls. Gets the first down up to the 50 and out of bounds to the 48-yard line. Once again, Caleb Williams showing off his legs. That is an amazing play. 3:35 remaining in the third quarter. First down and 10. I said Caleb Williams showing off that speed. You know, if Tony Romo was, or even Chris Collinsworth, was doing the commentary for this game, they would have said that's a little bit Mahomey. I can almost guarantee it. They would have definitely said that run right there was a little Mahomey. Blake Cashman is down, which is terrible news for the Vikings. Oh, we kind of like pull it up a little bit. All right, so he's going in the medical tent. That's not good. That's not good. All right, so first down 10, 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Caleb Williams under center from the 48-yard line. Going to send 81 in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Swift, who is going to get maybe 2 yards. Nice little fight for extra yards. Going to be second down and 8. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Our second down 8. Caleb Williams under center with Swift in the backfield. Going to send Coastal Loveland into motion. Going to be a handoff to Swift, who cuts back to the left, is going to break away, going to get the first down, going to get up to the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. Great run by DeAndre Swift, and that's going to be another first down. Continue to have this clock run down for the Bears. Said nice job by Swift by cutting off of Tooney and bolting for the left. Usually Swift does not have the best vision. Definitely didn't have that back when he was at the Lions. Didn't have that when he's back at Georgia. But great play there. Going to have a little bit of an overmatch, and that is going to be an offsides, and that is Javon Hargrave. So, first down at 10 for the Bears. A 1:49 remaining in the third. Neutral zone infraction. Just say offsides. Basically, same thing. Basically, same thing. Basically. First down 5. Caleb Williams under center. Got overload to the left. Going to be a handoff to the left side. And Swift barrels through and gets the first down. A great run there. Nice gain of 5 yards. That's another first down for the Bears. Swift, though he has not had the best games, having an amazing drive so far. Like I said, decently blocked. Great job by Cole Kmet there. And then just barrels through. Who does he barrel through? Number 2? Is that Isaiah Rodgers? Yes, it is. Just boom, just barrel him through. We need DeAndre Swift to eat up yards to keep help close out the game and help with play action. Like I said, so far he's been doing that. So first down 10 with 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams under center. Swift in the backfield. Play action pass. Has got time. Going to check it down to Swift, who gets the 20 up to the 15 and gets the first down and down to the 10. However, there is a flag. So don't know what the flag is on, but it probably is going to be a hold on Darnell right, if I had to guess, because of what I was able to see. Looked like he might have been trying to do what Deion Dawkins does, which is a rip down, but it depends on how he actually executed it. So how did he execute it? Let's see here. So Darnell right, on the right side. That is not a hold. That's a rip. That's not a hold. No. If someone shoots their hands, you can go down and you can chop his hands down, and then because he loses leverage, that ticks me off. That is not a hold. First down and 20 from the 34-yard line. Caleb Williams drops back to pass, throws across middle, and almost gets Cole Kmet just beyond the reach. Second down and 20, 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's not a hold. Like, it's legit not a hold. I said just a little bit too early for Caleb Williams. Try to fit the ball into Cole Kmet. Just a little bit off. But that's still, like, it would have been a first down. So now second down 20, 15 seconds remain. Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation with Monongai to his left. Going to send Roman Duze to his right. Gets some pressure, avoids the pressure, and is going to throw, and that is going to be a fumble. Now they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. They're going to say that 14 was in the area, so it's not a intentional grounding. And Caleb Williams did get sacked for the first time tonight. But now they are going to throw the flag and say it's intentional grounding because it did make it past the line of scrimmage. I think he might have been outside the tackle box. He was up, so that he wasn't down. Yeah, intentional grounding. So that backs him up even more. Now they're pushing themselves farther and farther out of field goal range to make it a 14-point game. So with 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter, it's going to be like third and like 37 or something like that. Let's see. What was third and 30? So third and 30, 5 seconds remain. Probably the last play of the third quarter. 17-6, and the Bears are all the way back at the 44-yard line. Throws cross middle to be caught by Zacchaeus, who gets down to about the 31-yard line. Yeah, like I said, it's just bad decision after bad decision, and like that's the thing. Like it wasn't a hold because like I said, all he did was chop it down. Like unless they show like a different angle, it looks like a chop down. The defender loses balance, and then he just kind of like pancakes him, which is you're allowed to do. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why it was called that way. And then the intentional grounding, just take the sack. It's okay, just take the sack. Instead, you push him even further out of field goal range. Thankfully, with Zacchaeus, you're able to get down to about the 32-ish yard line. So it's still a manageable field goal, probably close to like a 50-yarder to make it a 14-point game. Delicious. Delicious and nutritious. It's not nutritious, though. It's sweet tea. It's not nutritious. Why are we getting no Worcestershire, Massachusetts commercial? An Alabama commercial. I remember when I went on Disney Cruise back in 2007. Those were the days when the Pirates of the Caribbean movies came out, and my parents got to watch that while we were on the Disney Cruise. Because it was, I think it was 2007. So I think it was at World's End, which was like tying up a lot of the loose ends from like Deadman's Chest. That just like out of nowhere at the very end, you have Barbossa come back, which like watching the first trilogy in time. I think about the fact that like, cause like I was young when it came out, but I think back to the fact of like the sequel is like the second one is literally just like hey, here's all these loose ends, here you go, and then you had like 2 years to kind of think about it, like, well, wait, why is Barbossa back? Why is all this stuff happening? Talking about Pirates of the Caribbean before this epic field goal. The phase? What? Why do you have the phase on your screen? Anyways, 50-yard field goal to make it a 14-point game at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Kick is up, and kick is no good. He pushes it wide right. Goodness gracious. So it is still 17-6. Okay. So selfishly, not selfishly, but I wanted to preface that. I picked the Bears to win 24-20. So it can still happen, and I can get even more points for the NFL Pick'ems that we do in my friend league. So things still ahead. And plus, I was one of the few people who picked the Bears. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Goodness gracious. 85 yards to 254. First down 10 for the 4-yard line for the Vikings. Down by 11. JJ McCarthy under center with two tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's going to go right up the middle. Jordan Mason. And he's going to push for about 7 yards. Second down and 3. I didn't know the Bears signed Younghoe Koo. I know that's crazy. I mean, just like a little, it just kind of like flies off. It makes it like, has a direction. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go for a little trip. All right, second down and 3. JJ McCarthy under center. Blake Cashman is out. They didn't call it a hamstring. That's what I kind of figured. Adder kind of came up a little bit limp. Going to be a handoff off to the right side and breaks away to the 50, up to the 45, 40, 35, down about the 34, 35-yard line. That's Jordan Mason, as we first down 10 for the Vikings. Going for it on fourth down instead of taking the points early might come back to bite them in the butt. Can't go for it yet like that until you know what you have. I have the Vikings defense in some leagues, but I'm sure I've already lost or won that matchup. We have terrible luck on kickers since Robbie Gould. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you let him go. Like, did he retire? Or did you let him go? I couldn't remember that part. There's a J.J. Jettis in the motion over to the left. Hasn't been really involved so far. J.J. McCarthy throws, and it's going to be caught just as I mentioned it. J.J. Jettis is going to get the reception. And was there a flag? I saw something thrown. I guess it must have been a football. But JJ, just as soon as I was talking about J.J. Jettis, finally on Tyreek Stevenson, able to break away. Nice little route there. And it's going to be caught. And that's going to be at about the 18-yard line. So the Vikings can score here. That changes the whole trajectory of the game. First down 10, under center. Going to be a handoff off to the left side and breaks the tackle, and down to the 12-yard line is Jordan Mason. So second down and about 5. 12:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Still 17-6. Jordan Mason so far 9 for 45 after a nice little run these last a little bit to kind of bump up his numbers. Second down and 5. J.J. McCarthy under center with Jordan Mason in the backfield. Going to be a fake toss, and J.J. McCarthy is going to try to throw for the end zone, but he's batted down, and that is Montez Sweat to make it third down and 5. I mean, if I'm the Vikings, I'm probably going for it twice. I mean, it's third down and 5. You can be able to get 5 yards in 2 plays. Let's see. Who is he trying to throw to? It's not showing. Show us from that angle. Who is he trying to throw to? So, if Montez Sweat doesn't, there's a possibility that could be a touchdown. Third down and 5. Shotgun formation. Going to send number 1 into motion. Drops back to pass. He's getting some kind of pressure. J.J. McCarthy throws for the end zone, and it is going to be caught by Justin Jefferson. And what looked to be an absolute dominating game after dumb penalties after dumb penalties. With an extra point, it is going to be 17-14. So I think they're going to go for 2. Yes, they are. They're going for 2. Kind of like a small window, too. So I hope they don't get it. Let's don't get it. So J.J. McCarthy in a shotgun formation. Got Aaron Jones to his left. Drops back to pass. And is getting a little pressure. And is going to get sacked. No, he throws for the end zone. And it is going to be picked off regardless. There was a flag. More than likely it was a hold. Doesn't matter. Missed the extra point. And it's going to be 17-12 with 12-13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a hold. Oh, illegal hands to the face, number 55. Let's see here. So, retry. Yeah, yep. Oh, yep, absolutely. Hands to the face. He got him in the throat. Like, got him in the chest, and then slowly and surely went to the throat, and then it went all the way up to the chin. So, yeah, they're going to call that. So, 2-point conversion once again, but now at the 1-yard line. So, another shot. Let's see if they can get it. J.J. McCarthy in the I formation. Now going to motion Hawkinson out. Going to be a play action pass. Going to try to throw to 84. Who's going to be smart, just short, and guess what? It is Jonathan Owens. Jonathan Owens with a great tackle right there. And that is going to make it another stop for the 2-point conversion. Still 17-12. Speaking of coup, Morris said we were having kicking competitions. It's still Coos' job to lose, but please someone improve. I don't want someone that can only kick 60-plus yards and miss the easy ones just solid. I agree. So you gotta have somebody who's somewhat accurate. Somewhat accurate. Podcast? I haven't been in Taco Bell in a while. They show the Taco Bell. Thank you, Jonathan Owens. Yes. Like I said, it was a great tackle. So the reason why I didn't want them to make it is because I still want there to be a possibility. So let's just say that the Bears score a touchdown to make it 24-12. Well, then the Bears, whether the Vikings, if they score a touchdown, are going to go for 2 once again to make it a 4-point game so that they're still within, if the Bears score a field goal, you're still good as far as, okay, well, now you just got to score a touchdown. So there's still a chance for me to get a perfect score. Like I said, it rarely happens. It rarely does. But there's still technically a chance. Regardless if the Bears win, then I'm still good. So I can't believe they didn't get a new kicker after all the kicks he missed last season. But after that kick to end the losing streak to Green Bay, I get it. Are you talking to which one are you talking? Are you talking about Santos? Talking about your kicker, Dobie? Because you've had him for how long has he been the kicker? Let's see. See, Santos has been there since how long has this been going on? He has been there since 2020. Really? He's been there since 2020. That's quite a while. All right, so 12-12. Sorry, not 12-12. 12-13 left to go in the fourth quarter. 17-14. The Bears are going to get this ball after this return. It's going to be from the probably going to be touched right now. Actually going to go for it. 10, 15, 20, 25, and gets absolutely clotheslined at the 25-yard line. That's Wilson with the tackle. Yeah. I don't want Q's head, but he's cost us games. That's fair. And I'm willing to give Lenny Craig a chance. He's 27-37 in the last 19 games. Not horrendous, but too many of those are 35 to 45 yards. Yeah. All right, so Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and is going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line, and that is Javon Hargrave. First sack of the game. Yeah, he's a little bit shaky after 50 yards. Yeah, I agree with that with Santos. Santos, as I remember correctly, I mean, part of it is also with the inclement weather in Chicago. But, yeah, He's solid in like in that 40 range. Yeah, first sack of the night for the Vikings, and it's gonna push them back to second and 18. And I mean, Swift gets up in it for another yard loss. So we third down and 19, 11:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bears, you've had this game wrapped up. You cannot to continue to just be awful on offense this last little bit, and then have the Vikings have all the momentum. Third and 19. Caleb Williams gonna send Roman Dunze into motion. Gonna drop back to pass, and it's gonna be knocked down by Van Ginkel. And it's fourth and 19 with 10:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Dude, it's like I said, it's good by Van Ginkel. I don't know how much it actually would have gotten, but dude, like you can't be coming out flat like that. Like literally now, the Vikings have a lot of the momentum, and it's a booming punt returned by the 28-yard line, 30, 35, 40, 45 up to the 50 and down to the 49-yard line of the Bears. So Chicago Bears, you completely dominated the game. And now the Vikings have all the momentum on their side. They're down by 5. Like, man. It's going to commercial break. Now BK commercial. Oh man. How I can't keep on saying how, but it's self-inflicted. It is literally self-inflicted. Like, okay, well, let's just think about it. The holding call. Sure, I don't think it was holding, but okay, say it's holding. Then you have Caleb Williams try to get out of a sack, but instead he try to throw out of a sack, and then gets intentional grounding, which pushes it back even further. And it's a 50-yard field goal, so Santos just shanks it. So instead of being up 8, you're up by 5. And then like I said, you waste potential. You're wasting potential right now. It's a little frustrating because we've seen it back to back times, and now if the Vikings take the lead, you're like Bears. Like you had the game. They kept on showing the yards because it was such a dominating force. It was just dominating presence. You had over close to 200 more yards than the other team. Defense has got to step up. They're in a bad situation because this is on their own 49-yard line, but you got to pull together. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the 49-yard line for the Vikings. Oh, actually, no, they're going to mark it at the 50-yard line. 10:37 remaining in the fourth. J.J. McCarthy under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. Going to be a handoff off to the right side, who is going to burst through and for about a 9-yard gain. Second down and 1. Second down and 1, 10:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. J.J. McCarthy, get them all set up. Under center with Jones in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, because why not? Goes for the end zone, and it's going to be right through the hands of J.J. Jettis. And 26 coming up a little bit limp. That's not good. Yep. He was having a great game, but 26 kind of coming up a little bit, kind of like was limping there after that play. Let's see here what happens. So try to cover, try to cover, try to cover. I think it's just like how he kind of like planted, but it goes right through the hands of JJ Jettis. Right through the hands. So 26 is getting looked at. We're going to go to commercial break. Oh, man. Goodness. I don't know if you can tell I'm a little bit tired. Just a little bit. In other news, Tank Bigsby was traded to the Eagles. I saw that, giving them more players they don't need and a Bashaw Tootin stock to the moon. Yeah, like I said, I really do like Tank Bigsby. I'm obviously an Auburn man, but him going to the Eagles, I think it's definitely helping as far as more punishing running back to complement with Saquon Barkley and Will Shipley. So I think that'll work out for Tank. I mean, Tank gets to be on a good team. He gets to have a special role. He saw what was already going to have. And the Eagles kind of showed that they were going to basically have a nice little rotation to make sure they can kind of keep Saquon Barkley healthy. So, like I said, I think it's good for Tank. Because it was for a 5th and a 6th, I think, right? Double check, make sure. I'm pretty sure it was for a 5th and a 6th. Let's see. Yeah, right there is where he gets a little bit hurt. Yeah, so 2026 5th and 6th round pick. All right, so 3rd down and 1. 9:57 to go in the 4th. It's getting loud at Soldier Field from the 41-yard line. J.J. McCarthy under center. Going to send J.J. Jettis in the motion. Going to be a play action pass and throws off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete, and a late flag is thrown. Oh, my word. I think it's on the defense. It was a late flag from the back judge. Who are they going to call it on? I think they are going to call on Tyreek Stevenson. Let's see here. Tyreek Stevenson against number 1. Yep, they're going to call it on him. Yep. It's a tug. And Naylor falls down. Yep. 3rd and 1, too. So, 11 penalties for 122 yards. Good Lord. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at the 28-yard line. 9:52 left to go in the 4th. 26 is back out there, thankfully. J.J. McCarthy drops back a pass and is going to throw for the end zone, and it's going to be caught. That's going to be a touchdown to Aaron Jones. And the Vikings, who look dead in the water, have fought back to take the lead. My gosh. How? Oh, Noah Sewell was supposed to cover him. Gets behind Noah Sewell. And it's a touchdown. So 2-point conversion, I'm assuming, to make it. Yep, 2-point conversion. So I'm hoping they get it. 50 yards in 51 seconds is crazy. JJ McCarthy draws back a pass, get immediate pressure, throws for the end zone, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion to Adam Thielen to make it a 20-17 game. Now Bears. You got 9:46 left to go in the fourth. All of the momentum is on the Vikings. All you gotta do is run on down the field, take up so much time, and score a touchdown and an extra point. That's all you gotta do. Just do it for me. Don't do it for Caleb. Don't do it for the Bears fans. Do it for this random person you don't know. Legitimately, it was. You had it in the bag. So 9:46 will go in the fourth quarter. It's just how does it keep on happening? Finding ways to lose. Now the game's not over yet, so I'm not trying to count you out, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. Fourth quarter yardage, 96 to -9. Well, Will Riker to punt this ball, will boot this ball away. Going to be for a touchback. So with 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter, Bears take over. First down and 10. All right. So from the 35-yard line, Caleb Williams is going to send 81 in motion over to the left. Now back over to the right. Going to be a handoff to the right side, and going to get stonewalled. Stonewalled by number 61. That's Redmond. And it'll be second down and 10. 9:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Goodness gracious. Second half drives, no scores, punt, missed field goal, punt. Definitely not adjustments at halftime. Second down 10. Trips to the left. Drops back a pass. Gets the pressure. Throws. As we caught, this will be a first down up to about the 47-yard line. That's Rome Odunze with the catch. First down and 10. That's an incredible throw. All right, so from the 47-yard line, under center, going to be another play action pass, and is going to try to escape the pressure, rolls up to his right, avoids the sack, and is going to throw and it away. But unfortunately, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be a 2-yard loss, second down and 12. 8:15 left to go in the fourth. Still 20-17. That's Hargrave with the pursuit. After the miss, well, actually, no, 4-yard loss, second down to 14. Let's see here. Tippy-toe. Yep, out of bounds. So, second down 14. Caleb Williams in shotgun formation. Drops back a pass and has got time. Throws, and it's going to be Almost caught by Roman Dunze, just beyond his reach. Third down and 14. 7:42 remaining in the game. Third down and 14. Almost would have been a great catch, but just beyond the reach of Roman Dunze. So, it is third down 14 from the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and going to throw and way over the head of Cole Kmet. And fourth and 14, they got to punt the ball away. 7:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's just complete. It's. I mean, what can you do? You're not. And more so, kind of frustrated because it's just like, you had the game in hand. Your defense was kind of holding through, but you just couldn't get anything on offense. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dobie. Punt is away and almost gets blocked. It's actually deflected. So, but it's rolling, and at about the 33-yard line. So it gets deflected by Wilson at the 33-yard line. So first down 10 for the Vikings. 7:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. I'm just still like so baffled. I'm so baffled at the fact that like of how this game has gone. You keep on letting the Vikings still stay alive. And it comes back to bite you where you had constant penalties, put you out of field goal range after that missed field goal. Then the Vikings just kind of been, basically handling this game. J.J. McCarthy under center with two tight ends to his left. Going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason, who's going to get the first down to the 45, down to the 50, down to the 48-yard line. Like, they are just pounding the rock, and there's nothing you can do. 7:10 left to go in this fourth quarter. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. I mean, I'm getting tired here, but, it's also just frustrating. It's like, come on, dude. All right, so they're going to mark it down for some reason at the 49-yard line. J.J. McCarthy under center. Going to be a handoff and actually going to get no gain there. Nice job by Noah Sewell by getting the pressure. So second down and 10 from the 49-yard line. If you're a Bears defender, you have to get a stop. You got to get a stop. You can't let them get in field goal range. You got to get a stop so you can get the ball back and have plenty of time. For maybe two possessions, if it comes to that. So 6:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still 20-17. Second down and 10. J.J. McCarthy in shotgun formation. Going to send Adam Thielen in motion over to the left. Drops back a pass. And is going to throw to the right. And it's going to be caught by T.J. Hockenson, who is going to be a yard short. So third down and 1. 5:56 left to go in the fourth. Third and 1. If you're the Vikings, do you go for it if you don't make it? J.J. McCarthy under center. Going to send T.J. Hockenson in motion. Going to be a handoff to A.J. Brown. And Aaron Jones is going to get the first down, and this clock continues to move. 5:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. First down 10 for the Vikings. Bears, you got to get a stop. You really just have to get a stop. .445 would go in the fourth quarter. First down 10. JJ under center from the 38-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's going to break through and get to the 35-yard line, maybe the 34, for a nice gain and make it second down and manageable. Second down and 7. JJ McCarthy in the shotgun. Oh, that's not a shotgun. Sorry. Under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and Aaron Jones is wide open. I mean, he's wide open. He tight ropes and then goes out of bounds. First down once again for the Vikings. I mean, it's like the whole entire air has been sucked out of this Bears team. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so first down 10 for the Vikings, all the way at the 23-yard line. JJ McCarthy under center. Jordan Morgan in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to him, who's going to get stonewalled for about a 2-yard loss. Okay, so second down 12, 3:34 remaining in, 3:44, but now it's 3:40. Left to go in the fourth. There's still a shot, but it's looking worse and worse as time gets lower. So second down on a long 11. So already a 4-minute drive. JJ in shotgun formation with Jordan Mason to his left. JJ drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be a screen pass to JJ Jettis, who's going to get so close to the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1, and under 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The clock is stopped. Chicago's called a timeout. Chicago has one more timeout, 3rd down and 1, down by 3. 2:59 left to go in the fourth. I'm just still in shock of just like the fact that like you basically had it in the bag and you still can't finish. It's only week 1, but man, you're hoping for some kind of adjustments and just nothing happened. You got worse. 3rd down and 1. JJ McCarthy, shotgun formation. Jordan Mason to his right. Goes to Thielen in motion. Going to be a handoff to the keeper. He's going to get the first down. And then JJ McCarthy is going to get into the end zone. JJ McCarthy led down his team down 17-6 to score. And with the extra point, will be up by 10 with 2:53 remaining in the fourth. It was an extra point. 21 unanswered points. I'm going 5 minutes and they falcon it. Yep. 9 plays, 68 yards, 4.5 minutes. Up by 10. Chicago Bears only have 1 timeout and 2:53 remain. I mean, I'm not even a fan of either of these teams, but I just like choke. choked so hard. I mean, that's all they could. That's all. That's all they were talking about was the fact that like you had it in the bag. 17-6, barely like not even 100 yards total, and they're trying to run out 3 straight touchdown drives. After that missed field goal, 3 straight touchdown drives. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, W. This is just fourth quarter total yards 164 to -1. Kick is away, and it's going to be for a touchback. First down 10 for the Chicago Bears. One timeout, down 10, 2:53. All right, so shotgun formation, Swift to his left, Caleb Williams takes snap and has got time, throws deep, and that is caught by Cole Kmet at the 35-yard line. Okay, hurry, hurry, hurry. 2:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. One timeout, deep pass, amazing catch by Cole Kmet. He got that ball. That's a first down. Got the ball off from the 34-yard line. Throws for the end zone, and unfortunately, it is an incomplete pass over the head of DJ Moore. Second down and 10, 2:26 remaining in the fourth. I want to see a magical comeback, I believe. I want to see it too, for selfish reasons. But, I mean, he's wide open. He is so wide open, and you miss him. Ow. Okay. That's still an incredible catch by Cole Kmet. Still incredible. All right, second down 10 from the 34-yard line. Caleb Williams, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and is going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete, way too high for Swift. Third down 10, 2:21 remaining in the fourth. All right, so third down 10, Williams in shotgun formation with Swift to his right. Drops back to pass and throws across the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Roma Dunze, 4th and 10. However, there is a flag. What's the flag on? Oh, it is going to be hands to the face on the Vikings. Let's see here. Who is hands to the face? Oh no, they hit the quarterback in the head. Is that what happened? Wait, what happened? I can't remember exactly what happened. I was definitely holding. Okay, so now I guess they called him that. Anyways, first down 10 from the 29-yard line, regardless. Shotgun formation, Swift to his right. Caleb takes a snap, fire zone, throws, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be DJ Moore. Oh, that's a hospital pass. Oh, man, DJ Moore got absolutely clapped. And there's a penalty, too. So Ivan Pace gets the pressure. It's a pretty good throw, and then just, you know, DJ Moore gets obliterated. All right, so they're calling roughing the passer on that, I'm assuming, because he hit him in the helmet, whatever. And then DJ Moore tries to haul it in, and then, like I said, it's a good job by Ward just popping that out. I mean, DJ Moore's like writhing in pain on the ground. So, 2:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. First down 10 because of the penalty. Bears medical staff is looking at DJ Moore to make sure he's okay. I think it's just the wind got knocked out of him. But he's up, so thankfully he's up. .212 on the game clock. Bears have one timeout. Still looking at DJ Moore, but now he's walking off. All right. So, Bears, you're down by 10. I know DJ got absolutely obliterated on that pass. Bears need to score on this play right here. So, empty set, Caleb Williams, shotgun formation. No, sorry, it's not shotgun. Empty set. Drops back to pass, steps in the pocket, runs 10, 5, and goes for the end zone, and that is going to be a touch. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, man, there's a flag. What's the flag on? Let's see. Did he go out of bounds or he's still in? And he's out of bounds. That's kind of close. I don't think he makes it in. Yeah, he's going to be a yard short. And bam. Ooh, yeah, I think it's still it's close. It's very, very close. So, are they going to call it a touchdown, or are they going to review it? Yeah, official review right now. So on the field, it was called a touchdown. So I got irrefutable evidence. So let's see here. Bam, right there, it's short. Short by a hair. Out of bounds, short by a hair. So first and goal from the half-yard line. 2:04 remains. Bears score before the 2-minute warning, please. Now, one more seconds added on the clock, so it's 2:05. Bears need to score before the 2-minute warning so they can preserve another timeout, especially if they don't get the onside kick. DJ Moore's not in just yet. No. It's Roma Dunze and Luther Burton that's in. And then both tight ends. And Swift. All right, so first and goal, 205 at the half-yard line. Williams under center. Oh, yep. Williams under center. Two tight ends to the right. Gonna send. Gonna be a throw wide open. That's gonna be Roma Dunze. Touchdown with 2:02 left to go in the fourth quarter. Extra point makes it a 3-point game. Okay. So 2:02. Still a possibility for the Bears. Nobody was covering Roman Dunze. Wide up in the back of the end zone. So it is, with the extra point, it is going to be a 3-point game. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is 27-24, 2:02 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Bears still have one timeout. So it's not over yet, but the Bears still have to make a stop. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Okay. I'm sure they're going through right now just in case they do get this onside kick. I mean, are they doing onside kick? Yeah, they got to be doing onside. No, they're not doing onside kick. They're just going to kick it off. All right, so just kick it back in the end zone then. Kick is away, and it is going to be, well, Vikings going to return it because they should. 15, 20, 25, and down to the 26-yard line, and that's going to ruin the 2-minute warning. That's good on them returning the ball. So it is a 2-minute warning. Bears only have one timeout. So at bare minimum, they will get the ball back with about 30-ish seconds left. So it's still going to take a miracle, but there's technically a chance. And that's all you need. All you need is a chance. Also, smart on the Vikings return man to be like, oh, I still need to return this. Whew. Yeah, right after this game's done, I want to go to bed. I'm tired. Goodness gracious. Mm. Still a commercial. All right, so first down 10, 155, only one timeout. Maybe Ben Johnson would have been nice to keep some of your timeouts. Look at that. 21 points in the fourth quarter for the Vikings. All right, so J.J. McCarthy under center. Three tight ends to the left. Mason in the backfield. Hand off to Mason, who is going to break away and nice second buck Bayard. Get up to the 29-yard line. And it's going to be a It's going to be a 4-yard carry. So about second down 6. All right, so 147, and the Bears do call their timeout. Second down 7. Wait, so 8 seconds went off of that? All right, second down 7. Three tight ends to the right. J.J. McCarthy under center. Going to be a handoff. Who's going to try to browse it out. And great job by Jaquan Brisker. And that's going to be for no gain. Third down and 7. Clock continues to run. So the next play will more than likely be with about a minute and 5 change left to go on the clock. Yeah, so it looks like the Vikings are going to use their timeouts wisely. They got all 3 timeouts, so basically when it gets down to 1, they'll call a timeout, and then, like I said, they'll have time to kind of think about it and make sure they use up almost all the time they possibly can. Timeout. Okay. So 102 left to go in the fourth quarter. Third down 7 when we come back from this little TV timeout they'll have. Hopefully they don't. I don't think they are. Okay, good. They're not going to do a TV timeout. Like I said, that'd be a little bit too greedy. All right, 102 left to go in the fourth quarter. Third down 7. 27-24. Vikings are up. Let's see if they can get this first down, or will the Bears actually have a chance? Under center, 3 tight ends. Going to be a handoff, and it's going to be only for about a 2-yard gain. Fourth and 5. Clock continues to run down. The Vikings will basically punt with about 15 seconds remaining. I didn't say it was going to be easy, but there's possibly a chance. Okay. All right, so 16 seconds remain. Vikings still have a timeout. 4th and 5. Gonna punt this ball away. All right, let's see. See if Duvernay can get a good return. All right, punt is away. And 14, 13, 12. Duvernay at the 20. So 9 seconds remain. No timeouts for the Bears. 9 seconds. All the way back at the 20. Can Caleb Williams have a miracle? First down 10 to 20-yard line. In quarters. Caleb, empty set. Remember DJ Moore over in the motion. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Flag. What happened? Was it a? Oh my goodness! Illegal shift. And now it's 5 seconds. Oh my word! No. Are they gonna put back? Are they going to put back seconds, or is it still going to count? I think it still counts. That's the 12th penalty. So 4 seconds just wasted from the 15-yard line. It's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. And basically just kind of like, rolling around, throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, and the game's over. Final 27-24 Vikings. Well, Bears, you join the Lions as 0-1 in the division. Vikings got to go against the Falcons next week. Dang. Well, if anyone wants to say anything before I go, great fight by the Vikings, but to come back into this game and win it. Crucial game, very crucial game. And what's going to be a hard-fought division, but I'm just in awe of the fact that the Bears choked that away. Yeah, I'm very sorry, Dobie, man. It's just 6 straight win against the Bears. Well, like I said, I'll be back on Thursday to stream the Commanders and Packers game. I'm going to try to get out a video tomorrow, and then obviously try to do on Wednesday have the. I'm probably going to do week 0 and then week 1, so like the preseason, and then also week 1. Man, if I wasn't so tired, I'd probably feel better. But I also just feel I kind of just feel like disappointed. I was just like, dang, like they had it, they did. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, I'll see you in the next one.